Well, think I'm prepared. I've got an extra thing I drew. I've got a huge new notepad document.
Excellent.
I'm vaguely not sure what's happening this week.
Well,
the only thing I remember is that we've now figured out that fear can send Kieran visions.
Yeah.
Whether or not they're real or not doesn't really matter.
I was threatened. That's what it was.
We were threatened.
Also, all right. Welcome, everyone, though, to the Bone Era. All right, everyone. What?
I'm going to run and get my notebook from the living room because it has my notes from my dream when I was panic writing.
Okay.
Panic writing.
Should I wait until you get back to do the recap?
No, I remember.
Okay.
I wish I remembered less.
well, I need the recap. I don't know.
No, I've been hopelessly fixating on this for 2 weeks now.
Sure. All right, so last time on Welcome to the Bone Era, you were continuing on your way southward towards the frozen forest, towards Killfall, and towards Exum. Was allowing me to see my map. You made your way a ways. And I'm opening things up. At one point, I don't remember the order of any of this, but I know things that did happen. At one point, you ran into a man yelling at himself inside the house, saying that somebody had masqueraded as him and gone inside his house, and then you eventually got them to open the door, and there were, in fact, two individuals who looked exactly the same, named Ludon. Lilia, though, cast True Seeing on herself and was able to see a sort of reddish makeup to them, like they were created out of something red. And eventually, after it tried to lure you inside, you were not swayed. And then it just sort of begged you, this being, this Oblex, as you discovered, who had randomly come upon Taylor, like had somehow managed to stumble onto this island or was taken away from its home, and just basically feeds on people but doesn't kill them, doesn't seem directly evil or anything, and asked for food from one of you by eating some of your memories. And it was Wynn who volunteered, and you did that. And in exchange, you got a Cube of Force, which is a cool little sort of portable shield doodad. You then continued... You certainly did. I think all that happened in this was the two encounters. So you also had the encounter with the small Shadow Legion patrol, the two of them, and then a group of the people came in, including this Dragonborn dude, Proltus, who were all cursed or whatever to fight the Shadow Legion. And you fought them and pretty handily defeated them as they tried to run away but didn't choose to run away fast enough. Good job, Cameron. One day you'll get that down. And you then talked to Proltus Caribor after he was dead, and found out that there is this sort of mist curse, or illness, curse really, that is happening to a bunch of the people in Taylor. And apparently everybody will be cursed on this island at some point in the future. Like it's an inevitability, or at least that's what you gather. You continued. Kieran had a dream, which involved Ernesto talking with Fear in Fear's court. And Ernesto was looking for something, an artifact, a thing. And Fear offered to guide him in exchange, basically, for him joining her court. Which Fey courts aren't great to be a part of sometimes. Depends on what it is, but yeah. So, but that's really what happened last week. Unless somebody is remembering things I don't remember.
We're now in the forest, right?
We're still not at the capital yet.
You
right?
made it just to the frozen forest and bedded down, and that's where we are. And this is still very loud in my ears. I'm just going to do this.
I know, we're just getting up.
And it is the morning of what I think is the 21st of Mon. Because I'm sort of keeping track of that.
Makes you feel better. No, we're definitely not keeping track.
I mean, really, I'm just making things up.
Absolutely none of us know what day it is.
But you are on the just right outskirts of the frozen forest, basically. You just went a little bit in, maybe 50 feet, and you set up camp there. You slept. The night was fine in Sorna's bubble.
Unless you were
and
me.
Not
fine. 10 out of 10, not fine.
And then you wake up, and it is the next day. And what would you like to do, Bonira?
I would like to go to the bathroom to have some alone time to send a message.
Okay.
I'm just going to tell everyone that I'm going to go to the bathroom and I might be a while.
My
rations last night.
Yeah.
My rations tasted a little off, but
Don't know if I needed to know that. Don't fall in.
We've been together a while. TMI is inevitable.
Stay warm.
Ha, they bought it. No, just kidding. I'm gonna use sending.
Yeah, none of us rolled insight. That's fine.
Absolutely not.
We are not deception checking, Karen.
I am an honest man.
I mean, yeah, I think
Not
you've
in
been
character.
traveling. It wouldn't make sense. Kieran says,
Morning shit.
Okay.
I gotta go take a
We trust.
side quest.
side quest behind this tree over here.
Yeah. So I'm gonna use sending to send a
How much
message.
experience is
as you can
behind the tree
imagine,
shitting work?
to Ernesto.
Oh my god.
And I'm going to say, howdy, miss you. So what's your plan for this artifact? I have locating spells if you would be interested in a joint venture with help.
Okay. You hear back after a little while. Hey, Kieran. Miss you too. Well, I'm being guided, and I think I know where it is. But it's in the Feywild. Help would be... And ran out of words.
Okay, I'm going to send another message. And I'm going to say, guided? Well, I have find the path as well as planar shifting would definitely be willing to assist. Don't do anything too rash.
Okay. You hear back. I need to do this for my lady. We can save the world, I think.
Oh no.
how can we meet up with you to go there? It's 25.
Okay, so at this point, because this is not an episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer and communication is key, I'm going to go and talk to my friends and hopefully communicate. So I'm going to say, hey guys, can we have a little a powwow of sorts, perhaps, about some things?
Did your
that have been
side
going
quest
on?
not go well?
So I did
Don't
use...
recommend these rations.
I did use the bathroom, and to be honest, it was a little dicey for a moment there, but it was fine. But other than that, as we know, I told Fear my name, my full name, and she is an archfey, so less than stellar.
Probably,
there.
yeah. Our bad.
Which, we realized pretty quickly.
We all
other
make
thing
mistakes.
is that she's been, well, if I say she has been, it sounds like there were many. She sent me a vision of sorts of Ernesto, who, I've mentioned in the past has had a few confusing messages about artifact finding and things since we split up a while ago. But in this vision, Ernesto kind of sold his... he signed up to be a part of Fear's court, which is not great, in exchange for finding this artifact thing. She made it sound like it wasn't a thing that had already for sure happened. And it was vaguely threatening, which is great. My favorite thing. So I touched base with Ernesto, and he said he was being guided and that his artifact is in the Feywild, so that's on the table for sure. And he mentioned that he needed to do this for his lady, which you would know, at least romantically, he does not have a lady. He has a nice middle-aged gentleman. So that's a concerning statement. And he is insisting on going to the Feywilds to find this artifact. And I know we have a few other things to do in the Feywilds, so wasn't sure if that was a thing we'd be into, and how we would be planning to do such things and things. But yeah, I think I have to save my boyfriend's soul from the Archfey, and also this artifact that he's fixated on, he thinks is going to save the world. He's open to help. He said he was open to help,
Right.
and then asked how we would meet up. And then I didn't have answers because I'm not sure.
Okay.
You guys can take a moment to process if you need to.
Right.
Sorna is like stretching. Well, that sounds like a bit of a mess. I'll just let you guys. I'm gonna go play my lute while you all figure that out. I'm gonna look into the woods.
So, Kieran,
How does it feel having the lowest stakes?
I'll be the first to say that I'm not exactly anxious to get to the mountains, because the sooner we do that, the sooner we have to do this whole big Morlas
all
fight.
the
And,
debacle.
I got, some personal stuff I gotta work out. And great. So, not exactly super anxious on that, but we have to go, but we just don't know how we were going to get to the Feywild anyway.
Well,
right?
the
Or
thing
when we
that
were
I am
gonna go.
curious about, and Kieran, I don't really mean to panic you, but are you sure? And I still think we should check in and see if we can help. I just kind of want to. Are you sure that Ernesto's soul is still salvageable?
No.
Are you sure that he can be saved?
No.
Okay.
I am not. But
I just wanted to see if you were prepared for that. But also, do you know if he worshipped any deity beforehand that might refer to My Lady? That is, fingers crossed, not the Archfey in question.
well, the original artifact he found was, or the notes were for insert deity name here that I don't actually remember.
Hey, Lenny.
Faye Lenny.
Yeah. So I am hoping that the My Lady is in reference to Feilani
Okay.
and not any archfays.
Do you happen to know
I feel like
where-
if he had already sold his soul to Fear, though, she would have just said it outright.
Unless she's just trying to get you
A
worked
2-for-1
up
package
in it.
deal?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Her name is Fear.
And I am feeling it, yes.
Also, like,
Correct.
she wouldn't have known who you were if you hadn't said your name. So, what is her advantage to dangling this in front of you? Because all you're gonna do is go there to try and stop it from happening. So, yeah, I think it would have to be.
Well, but see, at this
Like-
point, I am concerned that the options are I go and stop it from happening, and potentially I end up with that happening to me, or I don't go to stop it from happening and she gets Ernesto instead, because I think right now in my brain she wins either way, but it's who I'm willing to let.
Well, and it's also who's to
Is it
say that
me
if
or
she
is
gets
it him?
Also, that's assuming that it is an or situation and she isn't planning on snagging you both.
Well, absolutely.
What do you want to do, Kira?
Yeah.
Well, what I want to do is go babysit Ernesto so he can't get to her.
Do you know where he is currently?
No, he's looking for a way into the Feywilds. But I can send him another message. I just figured, because he asked how we would meet up, and I didn't have an answer for him, so I figured I would float that question to the group at large.
Well, if
Well, how are we getting there? How would he get to us?
Yes.
the only way, I pull out my last piece of chalk. I was like, I have one teleportation left. I can take us to one other spot that we're familiar with. So you can ask where he is, and we can determine where the closest location via teleportation.
Yeah,
can
and then we
travel
could
to.
always... I have the necklace. So once we're all together,
Then we can go to the Feywilds.
yeah.
Figure this out.
As much as I know that time is of the essence for both situations that we're in. However, I think it might behoove us to make our way to the capital, get someplace where we have a teleportation circle here before we head
we can
out.
come back.
Because it's been a bitch of a time trying to get to the capital itself, and I don't want to have to do that over again.
Well, we won't have to do everything over again. I'll pull out the boots. I'm like,
Fair.
I'll put them back. I'm like, we just have to keep everyone in the house.
What do the boots do again? They just make you fast?
No,
they get you to wherever they are programmed. They get you there.
Oh,
In an
so
hour,
it's like a
no matter where it
Porky
is.
situation?
But it's back on the old house just south of the
Oh,
first town.
Which is
Right.
at least a week away, if not further.
Do we have to, like, reprogram them or something?
Yeah.
We can, but
Okay.
it would
But
bring us
then it
back.
would-
Actually, no, you have to go back to it, and then from
Yeah.
where
What?
you
From
can't-
where it's programmed, you have to start the reprogramming.
Yeah.
You have to
Oh.
make the trek from wherever it already is programmed to wherever you want it to be programmed to, and then it'll reprogram.
And we didn't do that?
Yeah, I
We
should
didn't.
have. Anyone that wanted to should have attuned them once we picked them up, and then you can change it. But regardless,
But now
it's
you
gonna
have a
bring
way to
it
get back about a day
Yeah.
south of
Yeah.
the main of the
Got it.
of
How far are
And
we
I
from the
can-
capital now?
Edgehold.
literally. a few days.
5 days.
Oh, that's not bad.
Okay.
Okay.
I wrote it down.
So if we tell Ernesto, well, because he would probably need time to get somewhere that we have a teleportation circle anyway.
Yeah.
yes.
So if I talk to him and I explain that we can teleport somewhere and then use the necklace to get somewhere else, kind of see where he's at. We give him like a week to travel there, and then we have like a week to get to the capital and figure out a teleportation circle situation.
Yeah. I think a week timeline is fair. If we have to extend it a little bit, then we can adjust as we need to. I just don't want to have to make my way through this and the mists and the people and all that.
Yeah.
The people.
Yes. Okay.
Sounds like I hate like the townsfolk. I don't like the
All
organization.
the people.
The people TM.
Yes.
Yes.
So we're 4 or 5 days from the capital, and
It's
one
5 days, so it's 4 days to Killfall and 1 day to the
okay,
capital.
and we're 1 day past where the boots were.
No, you're
No,
many
no,
days
we're,
past
four
where
days.
the
Okay,
we're
got
quite a
it.
few days.
Okay,
boots were
got
like
it.
the first day
Yeah.
after you left Stronghold, which was
Okay,
or not
okay.
Stronghold, Edgehold, which was the town.
Yeah, we messed up. Okay.
So,
Okay. Well,
It is notable that you can cross planes with them, so
Oh.
Could be useful to get out of someplace quick. But
Yes.
Well, we have a plane shifting necklace.
Yeah.
yeah, it's just for future reference.
Well, I will send Ernesto another message. Say,
Well,
Howdy.
hang on. Not to be all this is rough, buddy, but I'm making it about me. If we are going to the Feywilds, I need to be transparent.
dun dun.
Transparent?
Transparent.
oh, you mean emotionally
Oh.
transparent?
Yes.
I'm like,
No, I need a magical
gonna
effect to turn me
When
transparent.
invisible, it's
Otherwise,
gonna be
I'm not
great.
going.
For you in the
no,
face.
not invisible, transparent.
Oh,
So,
okay.
like,
We're gonna be able to see through Win.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. We'll laminate him.
I see you out.
sorry, Win.
Okay. Sorry. No, it's okay. Well, I don't know where to start with this, but when I was 16, someone I cared for very deeply disappeared, and his name was Credence. He was never in town very long, but he always came back to Abraxan every couple months, and outside of my family and you all, he was really the only person who ever showed me a measure of kindness. I thought he had died, I thought he'd left Penshard for good, something happened, he just vanished. And it was only recently I found out he was in fact stolen and presumably taken to Trust's court. So, if Trust really wants to get back with Glacia, he's going to have to demonstrate that love is something that matters to him.
Okay. That's a lot.
I know.
So we're just
Thank you
gonna
for sharing.
party it up in all these different
have
courts.
that bargaining chip with Trust?
Well, he offered to help us, and he, for whatever reason, wants back under contract with Glacia, so if he wants to do that,
But aren't we still in his debt? If he helps us?
true.
I mean, I am, like, definitely team, let's go save as many people as we can. But I am also just, I want to think it, like, I am cautious about asking, powerful entities of things when we are already kind of beholden to them.
I don't know what I might be able to offer that he would want from me, but it's something I have to try.
Are Trust and Fear on opposite sides of the Feywild?
They are.
Okay.
And what we are looking for, that Trust would want us to kill whatever creature it was. He wasn't very specific, but he did say that was on her side of the Feywilds.
Trust wants us to kill something?
Yes.
Oh, right. Okay.
But we won't know for
We
sure
need
what it is
soul,
until we
correct.
get there.
Okay, the other thing that we have to be really careful of, especially if we need to we need to go across the Feywild, is that time functions differently in the Feywilds. So if we're busy doing things on both sides in the same trip, we don't know how long we're going to be there for.
We're
And
still, yeah.
We'd still
Sorry.
have time-sensitive stuff on this plane.
True.
I think
So-
we'll just have to count on Yaren then to tell us, like, when it's getting close to us needing to head back.
Yeah. Would I know if Yaren can speak to me while I'm in the Feywilds?
You don't know. You know that he's been using the stone to talk to you at all. So you don't know the amount of power that he's...
Okay.
That's required or not.
The only thing I'm unsure of is if Yaren would even be able to let me know while I am in the Feywilds.
I mean, we could ask him now.
I mean, I can, but I know that it already takes a significant amount of energy to speak to me here on this plane.
Yeah.
So, I can go ahead and ask, but...
I mean, I don't know if this plane
Feileni doesn't actually have a corporeal form that can take on this plane.
I was going to say, we don't know that this plane is any easier for him to access than the Feileni.
Right.
Or, not the Feileni, the Feywild. That one could be easier for all we know. Do we really think there's a chance that Ernesto was talking about Feileni instead of fear?
Yeah, he said he was being guided.
Uh-huh.
And when I spoke with Fear last night, it didn't sound like she was guiding him yet, because to guide him, in exchange for guiding him, is when she was going to make the you gotta join my court situation, which she said hasn't happened yet.
Okay.
So if he hasn't joined her court yet, I don't think she would be guiding him yet.
Okay. Because Feileni, did reach out to me, a couple-ish nights ago. I think probably, a week. Time is fuzzy.
Something like that.
What?
Something like that, yeah.
And she was just like, hey, you can kind of remember I'm here if you need anything, guidance-wise. I don't know if that meant we could just reach out to ask her, hey, do you know anything about this situation?
I don't know if gods have NDAs, but, it seems like it's worth a shot, unless she's, I can't talk about my other clients. Can't talk about my other worship-ees.
Hey, it might turn out well, when I found... What's her name?
Sorna?
Sorna.
How is it that I remember her name?
She's over there in sort of a corner looking out into the woods, and she's sort of stepping closer south, and you see her sort of peering forward while plucking away at her lute.
I kind of looking Sorna, do you see something?
Oh, it's just the forest is looking dark.
Great.
I love that.
Well, I mean, it just looks like a bit of a sort of creepy forest. It gets really thick right ahead of us.
Great.
See down the path, and you look down the path. You're in, and it is sort of a nice forest. It looks like basically what's behind me, and then it just gets really thick. There is sort of a path that goes in, but there's trees over the path and stuff down the thing, so it gets really thick.
Double caked up forest path.
Cool.
Well, I say we press on for the day. Kieran, if you can just find out where Ernesto is,
Yes.
so we can at least determine where we might be able to possibly meet up with him later. But
Yeah.
I think we should press on.
Yeah, and you guys have a lot more... I say you guys, Lilia and Karen, have a lot more God communicative experience than I do. So if you guys think it would be behooving of us to reach out to her, then maybe tonight we can do that. But I don't know if this is a thing you just reach out and be like, hey, I have a quick question for you. Is that a thing that's acceptable?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
At the same time, I have a really weird relationship with my god, so I don't know.
Also, same. I don't I'm not a very holy.
If you want
person.
to cultivate a strange relationship with her, yes.
Maybe. I mean, it's already kind of strange. It's kind of like that one parent you have that you hate as a kid, but then you find out the reason you hated them wasn't anything that was their fault, but you were a kid, so you didn't know any better, and now you're trying to repair that relationship, and it's really on shaky ground.
Wow, that's not relatable at all. I don't know what you're talking about whatsoever. It's not like I am the way that I am.
Full body gesture. Yeah.
But I do think it's probably a good idea to reach out to her, especially because she's not like one of the angry ones, you know? Like, I learned the hard way to not reach out to every god you might hear about, but she seems pretty chill, so I don't think you're gonna get smited.
That's a good point. Let's try that tonight then. Like Nala said, we should get on the road before it's
Before it gets too creepy.
it's dark, before too early.
Are we also, like, still surrounded by mists?
Yeah.
Currently, yes.
So still only 30 feet.
I
So
don't
you can
like
see
that.
30 feet, you see it get, like, denser.
You know, I have some rope. Maybe we should all, like, hold on to the rope so we don't end up wandering off and half of us getting stuck into a tree again.
Absolutely,
That's
that sounds
fair.
great.
Yep.
Also, I'm going to stand in the middle so that I can just send this message while we're going.
Do you, yeah, and I also...
I can't wander off if I'm in the middle.
I don't want to use this yet, but if things get, like, really fucking hairy once we get into the forest, as it's, like, looking pretty gnarly in there, I can always try using True Seeing to see if that's...
Okay. Well, do you want to go in the
gives us
front
anything
or the back then with True Seeing?
I mean, it... Maybe in the front-ish. It doesn't
Okay.
truly matter. I mean, I have dark
Yeah,
vision
I think
anyway,
it doesn't
so-
matter. I'll go in the front with you. I
Okay,
can
yeah,
help with
because you
perception
notice
stuff.
things way more than I do.
Okay. Cool.
I'll be behind Kieran.
So
Nala
why
will
don't you
keep
go
me
in the
in
middle
line.
as well?
Oh,
Yeah, and Sorna in the middle. Great.
All right, that's fine by me.
Very specific about our marching order.
Yes.
I don't want.
I think that's for the best.
So that was who at the front?
Let's go Lilia, Shar, Kieran, Sorna, Nala, Win.
All right.
Our like dark vision folks are actually spaced out pretty nicely in this marching order.
What do you mean our dark vision folks? I'm the
Exactly,
only one that
just-
can't see anymore.
Nala has to like be very specific about her dark
Yeah.
vision though.
The
Yeah.
dark
Yeah.
vision folks is all but Kieran.
Do you want a
Does
light?
Sorna
I
have
can
dark
give
vision?
you
Maybe.
one.
I don't know.
I have a torch.
I bought Kieran on his hat, and I use the light cantrip. So there's
Oh my god.
Nice.
Now it's just high beams in the snow.
Oh, that makes it so much worse.
I turn the light like a different, like a slightly more, less
Sure.
harsh on the eyes color because I can.
Do you make it
Sure,
like a
I'll let you
strobe
do that.
light with like
Oh,
it's
different
like a
colors?
mining
Oh
helmet
god,
now.
that's too much.
That sounds like the beginning of a horror film. Kieran has a strobe light attached to his cowboy hat.
You see him draw up one of the guns.
All right, but
My
you
eyes
begin
are thinking
walking
about
in
that.
this formation, and you get sort of closer to the thicket part of the forest, thicker part of the forest, and there is the
THICC.
path. Yes, that's exactly right. It's a very thick
It's that
forest.
double caked up forest.
But you head inside, past the sort of where the tree line becomes really thick, and you get on
Where the
this
spooky forest begins.
on this path.
Save
through
the game.
woods. Yes. Weird, we're picking up a lot of health potions. But no, so you head inside and you begin walking. And after about 10 minutes of walking, you all feel a little bit of lightheadedness just for a second, and you all blink, and there's no more fog.
Are we still in
And
the
you can
same
see.
plane of existence?
I mean, it all looks the same around you. Looks like a forest, a rather thick forest.
And we've been walking far enough now that we can't see where we came in.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
You walked through it, and you've followed this sort of winding path through the woods.
And did it seem like we walked through like a barrier where it went, or did it
feel
seem
like I saw this in a
the
sequel
mist
to a
was
movie
manipulated similar to like Ossacross or anything like that, or it just ended?
It just one moment it was there, and then y'all blinked, and suddenly it wasn't.
Is it behind us though? Like, can we see where it was?
Yeah, it's just still fog.
You look back, all you see is more trees and stuff, but there's no mist. There wasn't a line anymore.
Does it
Or
feel at
anything.
all familiar as to like when we accidentally happened upon the magic portal house?
Yeah.
The Lord,
The magic portal house?
the
The-
Lorella's house.
Yeah.
The Arloso
Lorella's.
family home. Yeah.
I mean, somewhat, yeah. I mean, it feels like a somehow magical effect, you'd say.
I don't
based
think-
on your experience. It feels a lot like stumbling upon Fear's Shrine, too. But anything that's sort of, Yeah.
I think it's just this forest. I don't think
might
we're.
be,
I think
yeah.
we're not on a different plane at all. I think we. Yeah, I think this is just a magical forest.
Just how the forest works. Well, all that
This
talk
forest
about
is
plane
old.
shifting just got
Here's
me
one way to
paranoid.
tell. I'm gonna try to send my message to Ernesto, and depending on
Okay.
how difficult it is, we might be in a different plane.
Okay. What message do you send?
I'm gonna say, howdy. Touch base with the squad. We could teleport nearby. Where are you? Then can plane shift us into Feywild to find the artifact together.
Okay. I missed the first part. I was looking at a map. What did you say the first part of your message was? I
said
apologize.
that I touched base with the squad
Got that
and
far.
that we could teleport nearby,
Nearby.
asked where he is, and then mentioned that I could plane shift us.
Okay. He responds, that sounds like a plan. Or we could meet up in the Feywild itself. We are in Esterosi at the moment.
Don't we have a... Okay. I'm going to tell the group. He's in Esterosi. Don't we have a... Do we have anything near that?
Someone's gonna have to
Where's
remind me where
Esterosi
Esterosi
again?
is.
Hang on.
It's the town you started in.
That's where,
And-
where it all began.
Yes, you do.
Oster.
Oh, yeah,
So
we
then
did, 'cause,
Vidar.
Vidar.
Yeah.
Vidar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, are we sending him to us?
We'd have to go to him.
Okay.
But I mean, once we find any sort of teleportation circle here, I'm fine ditching out.
Yeah.
But I just want to find how we get back without having to go through. And I gesture towards the forest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we know there's one in the capital, right?
Yeah.
We'll have to find it,
And
let alone
fi-
let someone convince someone to let us use it. But
And fingers
yeah, I
crossed that
agree.
your owl buddy can lead us to someone that has a teleportation circle.
I don't know about this owl. This owl's so shady.
But it's kind of nice, right?
It is nice. No,
He's
you're
been
right.
surprisingly
Little owl.
helpful, yeah.
He's like a strictly neutral owl.
I think
towards
he's well intentioned. I haven't seen him lately though, so
Okay. So
So
here's
look
what I'm
around for the owl.
thinking. Is that
We all look
so
around.
Ernesto sounds like he's feeling very impatient. He mentioned meeting up in the Feywilds, which sounds like a terrible idea to me.
Yep,
Because
absolutely
how the
awful.
fuck are we gonna find him there? So what I was thinking is that I'll tell him that we can teleport very easily to Esterosi and that he should touch base maybe with Vidar about looking for this artifact because that'll give him something to do until we get there, and also maybe Vidar has good advice / we'll talk him out of it / something.
yeah, I
Poor Vidar.
trust his
We put
insight,
so much on this
so.
man.
Yes.
I feel so bad for him.
I really
just
want
trying to live his life.
exasperated chibi fan art of Vidar.
Yes.
Oh my god! When I was not to sidebar, but when I was in Kalamazoo for Thanksgiving, I found like my album of chibi art that I started in 8th grade, and it's like all
incredible.
Phantom of the Opera. It was actually absolutely incredible. Oh my god! So I'm gonna bring it back, and I'll draw Vidar chibi fan art.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
But maybe if I'm gonna send Kieran to Vidar, should I send Vidar a message too?
Probably.
Possibly,
Do we have
but I
enough?
also
is
have a question.
8 in the morning.
It's 8 in the
one
morning
question I
on
have-
Esterosi.
No, just in the game.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Sorry. got it.
Kieran, didn't I can't remember if you shared this information with us or not. Did you share the
Probably.
information where Ernesto had originally asked you for help getting to the Feywilds? Didn't he do that at one point? Am I making shit up? Didn't he ask you if you had a way to get there?
I think he
Elachian did.
Elachian
Oh,
did.
Elachian did.
Elachian.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah, I was like,
Okay.
no, Ernesto's been strictly I need to, I need to,
And
I need to.
I-
And I'm the
Okay,
one
cool.
saying, please, can it be we, please?
Okay, cool. I'm just trying to like clear up what knowledge I have as Tess versus what knowledge you've told Lilia. But okay, so if I'm gonna let me rearrange my question then. Does Ernesto have a way to get to the Feywilds already? And also, if he wants us to meet us there, does he actually know where he's going when he gets to the Feywilds?
Okay,
Like, does he have a
answer.
map?
One, he didn't used to have a way to get to the Feywilds, but because he keeps mentioning that we could meet or that he's going to the Feywilds, whatever, it seems like he's figured out a way. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if he knows where he's going exactly, because I'm concerned that where he thinks he's going exactly is Fear's Court, which is
Yeah.
a big no.
Yeah. Cause also it might be good to know how he plans on getting there. And where he thinks he's going. Especially if he's like, let's meet up in the Feywilds, and I have no fucking clue anything about that. Is there a map of the Feywilds? Does one exist? You just kind of guess for a bit.
Everybody make a perception check as you continue walking through these woods.
15.
19.
Please don't fuck me up. Oh,
21.
fuck. Yes, 23.
3.
I got a natural 1, so it's a 5.
That sounds right.
you're
mine's
pretty
on the
good.
I'm
defense.
obviously distracted.
Yeah.
But I would say, Lilia, you, as you're walking, this path has become really quite thin. You're almost single file down this path. And you notice just off like a 10 feet to the right up a tree, you see a vine just go
No. Don't like it.
and move slightly from one side to the other.
That makes sense. Lilia saw it because she's first in our lineup.
I let the party know what I saw. So there appears to be vines here that can move by themselves.
Oh god.
Sure it wasn't the wind.
Off to a great
Pretty
start.
damn sure the wind doesn't move it like that. It like slurped.
It's slurp.
I'll let go of the rope so I can
dark
hold
out
onto my
in,
bow.
in the tree line, in the trees around us. Is it, like,
It's
dark,
not
or
that
is-
dark, and actually, since you can now see, it's shockingly visible. You can see through the trees, but like walking off the path would be awkward, but not impossible. I would say there's like gaps
no.
of a couple feet
I
between
kind
the
of
trees.
point over
Do
to the
not leave
area
the
in which I
path.
saw the thing happen.
Okay,
Move up.
you pointed out.
Dancing
You see,
lights over to
y'all
that
see
area.
a vine over there. Seems to be hanging out.
Can I?
Should
Can
I
we
shoot
like?
it?
Are there vines around? Like more than just over there? Like if we kind of like look around, are there more vines, or is that like the only main
Make a perception check.
solo vine? 12.
12. I mean, you see some vines. They all look like. I mean, there's vines.
Oh.
It's a viney sort of forest, and there's lots of trees. There's roots all over the ground. It looks like a forest.
Can I shoot an arrow so it hits the tree this vine is falling from?
Okay, make an attack roll, just to hit the tree.
12?
12.
Yeah.
And then you wait,
No.
Take that tree.
Yeah, fuck that
and then
guy.
from. And then from. Give me 1 second. And as you shoot that, and you all sort of wait, out of a tree to Shar's right comes whipping out a vine of green and vineness, and it tries to grab onto Shar, and we'll do an attack roll
sorry,
on you.
tree.
Should we run?
Depends on if
And
I get grabbed
think
by the
that
vine
misses.
or not.
It misses. That's an 11.
Okay, then let's run.
Skirmish the fuck away.
So as you begin running, which I will move y'all down the path.
Oh no, there's a map
this
we
little
cannot
map.
see.
We're still holding on the rope.
We're holding the what?
We're still holding a rope.
Oh my god! I let go of the rope to shoot the arrow, so I'm just booking it, I guess.
So you run
And
faster
as you
than
run
everybody, that makes
from your left side as down the path as you sprint forward, two more vines just sort of wrap themselves down from the top of the tree, and appear and start like moving towards you. And then you also hear this sort of
No, thank you.
noise as through the thicket,
ants.
through the
Swamping.
trees. Yeah, literally, you see trees that were just sitting there suddenly sort of turn to face you
Oh, no.
and march their way through the
Maybe
woods.
they're friendly.
Oh no! I've
Everybody-
antagonized them.
Please open roll 20. You won't see anything yet, but we'll get there. in a second.
Yay. Here we go. Running. I don't want to burn down a forest, but I can if I have to.
It is pretty snowy.
You would have a time with it.
Oh man, this would suck.
Oh boy.
I keep forgetting that we're moving south.
Yeah.
Like, because
Yes, you have been for a while.
Yeah, no, I know, but it's just like my brain thinks in, north being like. I'm trying to think of like a southern hemisphere map right now.
Yeah.
Are these
pretty good.
skeletons in the trees?
There's something in the trees.
Skeletons?
Oh, what's
there are
it-
no skeletons.
What am I
those are
looking
the
at?
vines.
Oh, those are the vines.
Do it for
Yes.
the vine.
And two trees have become
Kieran has the skeleton.
living beings.
That I
All
don't
right.
know.
As this happens in this woods, isn't this map pack cool? Like I designed
So
this.
cool.
It's all modular.
Yeah,
like
I
I was
love it.
able to. So.
Cool.
Anyway,
The snow is awesome.
yeah, looks good. Anyway, please initiatives from everybody.
Okie dokie.
Oh, I need to roll Sorna's too.
Oh goodness.
Natural 20 on Sorna. Holy shit.
Yeah, sorta.
God damn it.
Oh, that's could have been worse.
Dun, dun. Oh right, I'm supposed to ask people. Lilia,
16.
win.
6.
Char,
21.
Nala.
6 as well.
Is Win more dexterous than
I
you?
think so. I have a 16 dex.
I finally rolled kind of low, and I was like, "Wow, I finally
No,
won't
you
be
You're
would be
actually
more
more dexy.
Yeah.
And then
okay.
More dexy
everyone
More
rolled
dexy than Win?
sixes.
than Win. And Kieran?
A 13. Which I thought would put me
All
nice
right.
at the end of the pack like I want to be, but here we are.
It is Sorna's go, and she goes, Are we running? What are we doing?
We're running.
And she's going, okay, she's going to, sorry, reading some things. So she's going to run to 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, but she is, this assassin vine here is going to make an attack against her.
It's called an assassin vine. Maybe it can't.
7
be.
plus 6 misses.
Oh, it looks like a little skull inside it. That's why I thought they were skeletons.
Oh, yeah, it's a person that it killed.
Ah, that's spooky. I don't like that.
No.
And she is going to just take off her short bow and fire back at the assassin vine. 19 hits, I think. Yep. And that's terrible. 7 whole damage. Hell yeah. Honestly, hitting a vine with an arrow is pretty impressive, to be honest. All right, so she does that. That's what she's going to do for her turn. It is Char's go.
Oh, hey.
They seem to have a reach of pretty good.
Okay.
So they can reach you from where it is in the tree. for
Interesting.
instance.
Okay. that case, I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to kind of do, like, sprint and kind of do a running roll situation to dive behind this tree. So I can hide.
That's a pine tree, so you're in the pines.
Perfect. Can I hide in the pine tree?
Yeah, make a stealth check. It already used its reaction, so it can't attack you.
I always forget. 29.
29? Yeah, you're really hidden
Okay.
in the pine. You're getting sort of stabbed by pine needles
Yeah.
and stuff, but you're very well hidden.
I am going to aim at this guy.
All right.
28.
Because this vine is sort of wrapped all in this tree, it's not that hard to hit it actually.
Okay.
And you just and you definitely hit it with sneak attack.
Okay. $20, 29, 30. Wait, 29, 37.
37. Wow.
Oh,
all right.
sorry,
so
plus
you
6. So 37 plus 6. 33. No, 32. That's 42. 42. I'm sorry. I'm so bad at math. That's what, yeah.
42.
42.
That's an amazing, still a really good roll. So it blasts into it, and it like seems to cut off
Apparently
like an
it's easy to
entire
hit.
section of it, and the assassin, like the vine part that fell off, flops for a second, and then goes inert again.
Eek. Okay, then I'm going to use the rest of my movement, because I went 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm going to go 30, 40, or 30, 35, 40.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to get closer to Sorna, and also as far from this as I can.
nuts.
Oh, Jesus.
So one of the tree ants, this giant animated tree, just crushes, stomps its way past these two pine trees next to you, and stands next to Kira, and this massive, huge thing.
Next to me. My favorite. Melee range, just what a spellcaster wants.
And is going to attack Kieran a couple times.
Great.
Yeah, because it can't reach.
If I die, I don't have to worry about my boyfriend anymore. Problem solving.
That's a 14. Oh, that's a 13. Jesus, they were rolling really bad yet again because I can't seem to roll worth crap for either of the attacks.
I feel like they just
So yeah,
punch
you
and
just
Kieran's
dodge
like,
back and forth, and you're just as it slams into the ground next to you. Lilia, it's your go.
Oh, amazing. So everyone is close to me, or at least within 30 feet. And by everyone, I mean everyone except that one ent. It's way off to the side.
Yes.
So I am gonna use Destructive Wave.
Okay.
Nice.
And I'm going to, which can hit all 3 of the assassin vines and the one ent.
Yep. Okay.
wow.
Or what save is that again?
Constitution.
Natural 2
Neat.
on number 1. Number 2 got a 15.
Nope.
Number 3 got a worse than that. And the ent is a... Can't do math. It's a 10. Why couldn't I add... It's a 10. They all fail.
They all failed.
We're
Excellent.
so bad.
So, oh my god, that was a high roll. So that is 24 points of thunder damage.
24 as this just explosion, and it
And-
rocks and sort of whips its way through the trees and stuff to find its targets.
And then 16 points of necrotic damage. And then Destructive Wave, I also believe, and I keep forgetting this, if they fail, they're knocked prone.
Okay.
Neat.
Assassin vines can't be prone.
Okay.
They are vines.
They are vines. Fair.
But you blow up one of the assassin vines who just like shrivels and falls to the floor.
You'll love
The
to
one
see
that
it.
that Shar hit really hard earlier.
Char goes, woo!
Nice.
And the other two seem badly hurt. Am I doing that math right? I'm literally using a calculator and second guessing.
I've just started using Google.
All right. All right, so that was a very effective thing. The tree ant does fall prone.
And then I'll just like kind of like whack Kieran on the shoulder and give him some inspiration. And then book it off towards where Shar and Sorna are.
Okay. Since you killed that assassin vine, it cannot reach you, and the treant doesn't have reach on its arms.
Oh,
so
awesome.
You do not get an attack opportunity anyway. All right. You sprint off down that way. How does treant 1's go? Stomps its way over there. So towards the road, and is going to pick up a huge frickin' rock
Oh no!
No, thank you.
and
chuck it at Nala.
Nala's the tallest.
That's a 23.
That hits.
23 is... 22 points of bludgeoning damage as this rock just and you try to get out of the way, but it slams into you as you sort of move off to the side.
Ouch.
That's its go. Assassin Vine 3's dead. Kieran.
Okay. Since I'm standing next to this guy, I might as well inflict wounds.
Okay.
At the 5th level, and I got a 17.
17 hits.
Okay.
It's a big tree.
And that is 30.
30 points of necrotic damage as you reach out to this tree that just fell over. You like grab one of its root toes and send this necrotic energy, which sort of shrivels some of the bark and wood away. It says.
Same.
Anything else, Kieran?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Oh, wait, actually, he's prone. I'm gonna run away from him.
Yeah.
It can try it, but it'll try doing an attack of opportunity, but it's at disadvantage. It'll try punching you. It misses terribly. Got a 2. So you run away.
I run away.
As it like swings at you, but you just dodge past it. They are slow lumbering things. It is V1's go. So Assassin Vine 1. Is going to stay where it is because it can't move very far, and is going to attempt to... No, he's going to make the ground right around y'all. 15 feet. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Sorry. That. Up from the ground around Nala and Wynn come these roots that try and like grab onto your feet, and like vines from the nearby trees and things start like reaching out and wrapping around both of you.
No, thank you.
Please, both of you make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Come on, strong boys.
14.
Just doesn't make it.
Oh.
What'd you get, Wynn?
Okay. So 23.
23 makes it. You just shrug off these things, but Nala gets grabbed and held in the ground, and her arms are like stuck by vines, and her roots have wrapped around her legs, and you are now restrained.
Oh no.
Nala. By which one?
By
Just the ground.
Oh, okay.
So restrained. And Nala, it's your go.
Can I take my turn? Can I concede my turn to Wynn to go first? Or since
Because you're...
No, the only thing you can do is hold an action.
Oh, never mind. Okay. Because now I can't spell cast because my hands are bound.
You're restrained. Everything's a disadvantage. I don't think it limits. Yeah, you're just attack rolls are disadvantage, and you can't move, so you can cast spells.
Okay. Then I will. Did I get any idea where exactly this root thing it originated from? Like from an ant or from like one of the
You saw
vines?
one of the vines sort of wave its arm,
Okay.
or its vine arm.
Okay.
It's vine.
I will.
Barb.
I guess I'll go try and go after those vines first. So I will tap one sorcery point to do a twin fire bolt against
Okay.
the vines.
Okay,
Can I
make
Yeah.
attack rolls at disadvantage because you are restrained.
God, that is restrained. I said it, so I gotta do it.
Yep,
So that's a natural 1. So the first one
misses.
That's,
Oh, it's disadvantage.
even at disadvantage, that's an 8. So that natural 1's for the first one. And for the second shot. Probably not 14.
14 hits. Yep,
Okay.
they're not that hard to hit.
Alright. So that's. Okay. If it comes to 2, it's not even a good roll. 2, 4. 12 points of fire against.
12 points of fire damage.
What's this one?
Whichever one it hit.
Oh, and you negate resistance, right?
Yeah, I negate resistance.
So that was against number 2. I just tend to go in order for that.
And then I will. I guess since I'm stuck there, I'm gonna tap 2 more points and put a blade ward on myself because I got hit pretty hard.
Okay, you touch your one finger to your palm to cast the spell through you.
No, like,
Cool. You Spider-Man to
Yeah.
cast the spell on you. Win, it's your go.
Okay. So, what I'm going to do...
It is difficult terrain right here, by
Yeah.
the way, as well.
Does that mean our speed is halved?
Just in that 15 feet.
Oh.
Okay. So then, what I will do is I'll cast Expeditious Retreat on myself.
Okay. Suddenly you've got an amazing amount of speed. I think you have
Yeah.
3 times movement
Yeah.
when you first cast it.
And then as I'm moving, I'll toss a firebolt at the one that's closest to the road.
Okay. So which one? Sorry, I forgot to turn on nameplates.
This one.
Oh, the end.
Yeah.
Cool. So you run, by the way, you get 2 attacks of opportunity from the assassin vines.
Okay.
God, I can't roll with crap. They miss. That was a 3 and a 4.
Okay. Okay.
Good for y'all, but
Roll for that. Okay. Dirty 20.
30-20 hits.
Yay.
Which one are you attacking? Right, the end.
yeah,
You
yeah.
said that.
Okay. 11 damage.
11 points of damage. A burst of flame hits the foot of the ant, and it groans annoyingly, and actually it does extra damage
Yay!
because it's fire on a piece of wood. So it seems to really do quite a bit of damage to this ant. That one. All right. Assassin Vine 2's go. Who can't move very fast because it's a vine, but will attack Nala.
Oh no.
It's a natural 1.
Well, if I'm restrained, doesn't it have advantage?
Oh, it has advantage.
Come on, DM. Get at it.
That's a 18.
Yay!
I'll shield that one.
You shielded, okay. It is not able to grab you.
It's funny.
All right. Sorna's go. Sorna's going to do something great, I'm sure.
I love having accidental party members.
Yeah.
She's going to target the treant to the right. So she's actually going to move a little bit over here just to see him. And cast Hold Monster. Stop! And it has to succeed at a Wisdom save. 13. Does not make it. So now this guy, this treant, stops moving entirely, just freezes in place. I don't know what that'll do. So the treant number 1 on the right is now paralyzed.
Can you turn on
because of
their
Sorna.
names?
Yeah, I keep forgetting because they changed where that is.
Yay, thanks.
And Sorna is concentrating. All right.
Sorry, you said 2
So-
is the frozen one? Or 1?
No, 1 is the one on the right. It has a little symbol in the corner, but it's hard to see in the trees.
Oh, I see.
And she's gonna go, Nala, it'd be best if you got out of there. It looks like you're in a bit of a predicament.
Oh my God.
And this is the best song I have.
A bit of a bind.
A bind.
Oh my God.
And you have a D10 inspiration from her. Sure.
Okay, Shara's gonna do another ninja roll move, because that was pretty dope. So she's gonna run and roll and hide in this pine tree, like she did the one before.
Okay, make a
Or
stealth check.
anyone notices this. Ooh. That was, 31.
Yeah.
No snow falls from the tree. Like,
Yes.
Okay, excellent.
fucking hell.
Sneaky.
I don't know which one to attack. If she's
You can barely see any of them.
yeah.
Like, you don't have sharpshooter, so people have cover right now.
Yeah, okay,
From you.
got it.
I would say half cover on Treant 2, which is the
Okay.
only one you can really
So
see.
what does that mean? For
It just has a plus
Oh, to
2 to
their-
its AC.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try and hit this one anyway.
Okay.
That's a 15, and that's a, 15. Wait, sorry. No. What the- 21.
21.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Yeah, so you just aim
Okay.
through the pine trees and goes and embeds itself in it.
Excellent. Sorry I'm so bad at math today. 10, 15, 20, 25. 39 on Treant 2
39
points of damage.
All right. It is basically parts of, like, limbs are falling off of it and branches and stuff sort of flailing on the ground. Not looking good. And it's T2's go. He's going to stand up. It's going to march over here. Yeah.
Oh.
And just make a slam attack against Sorna and one at Kuren.
No.
Natural 20 on Kuren, though
No, it's not.
probably nixed.
No,
and
it's
a,
not.
a 20 on Sorna.
No, it's not.
Alright, so normal attacks. Both of them hit both of you, though. First one on Kuren. Ooh, that's a really good roll. 23 points of bludgeoning damage on you, Kuren. And
Now it's mad.
17 points to Sorna, who just ow, and has to make a Constitution save. Makes it. So she's still concentrating on the frozen one. Lilia.
Okay, have to make sure. All right. I am going to move up to about here-ish. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I'm going to use Destructive Wave again. It should be able to hit both of the ends.
Yep, looks like it can. You explode again in the middle of this forest path. And that's a con save. That's 20 on Ent 2.
Okay, so N2 makes it.
And that's a... What is it? Plus 5? 16?
Does not
on
make
Ent
it.
1? And it's paralyzed anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, so the damage on that one, the thunder damage is 18. And the necrotic damage is 20.
Wow.
Nice. So you blow up this Ent
Yes.
here in
Nice.
front of you. And it just like bits of wood and stuff just fly into the distance as it explodes in front of like Sorna and Kieran. You're both like as this tree just explodes in front of you. And Treant number 1 looks like it got hurt,
Nice.
but it is also paralyzed and going.
And then I don't think I moved quite 30 feet, so I'm going to back up a little bit. And,
Cool. It is the morning, by the way.
Yeah, alright, that's all I'm going to do.
It is T1's go. He is paralyzed. And I don't think it can try and break it. Maybe? Maybe it can. At the end of each of its turns. So it's making another wisdom save to try and break the paralysis. Does not make it. Not by a long shot. AV3's dead. Kieran.
I am going to cast Sacred Flame at
Okay.
the big guy.
Okay.
And that's a dex saving throw for him.
Dex save. 16 minus 1. 15.
Okay.
It's a big tree.
Yes. So that is 25 damage.
That's an awesome amount of damage for a
Very nice.
cantrip.
Yes.
All right. This burst of radiant energy blasts around this ant thingy. Anything else, Kieran?
No,
Okay.
that's it.
Assassin Vine 1 is going to attack Nala. With advantage, 18 plus 6.
That hits.
20 something. 20. So 24? That hits you, right, Nala? Okay.
Even with my shield.
Does that hit-
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, even with shield, yeah. So that's 14 points of bludgeoning damage, reduced half because you have Blade Ward. So 7. And you are grappled now by that as well as the entangling
Damn.
vines and stuff around you.
Save Nala.
Cool.
So it's wrapping around you. Nala, it's your go. You take damage at the top of your turn because of said vines wrapping around you. It's cocked. "28 points of poison damage as this thing just pumps in this awful toxin into your veins.
All right.
Oof.
Well,
Sorna's like, I can help you, but not yet.
would this require 2 strength actions to break the entirety of?
Yeah, because there's 2 different grapples on you, yeah. Unless you have a way to just get out of it some other way.
Too bad you don't have wings.
I don't have wings. Guess Then I will, at the top of my turn, do. Which one? Do I happen to know which one is holding me and which one has the?
Assassin Vine 1 above you, to the north of you, is holding you.
And the field effect, is that also from Assassin Vine 1? Or is that?
It is.
Okay.
There's nothing, it's not concentration or anything, either of these things, so yeah, it seems to be able to do both.
And then I will do a 5th level fireball on the Assassin Vine 1.
Fireball?
Fireball. Yeah, just fireball.
Okay. So you just aim back through the woods here?
Yeah, just really try. Yeah, I'll detonate it behind it, but I also wouldn't mind like trying to get a little bit of this field in front of me. But also, I'm restrained, so it could go.
Can you ping where you're sort of aiming?
Can you ping it right like here?
Right there?
Yeah, like right.
Wow.
Sure.
That's dope as hell. Oh my god.
So we have animated
That's
fire
so cool.
showing
I love it.
showing where the flame is.
Oh my god.
Wow. We're like
So this
This is so
explosion
cool.
of fire appears. There, actually, I can. No, that's radiant. No, this is fine. So, a big explosion, and the assassin Vine is going to try and dodge it, which 15.
No.
Nope. Interestingly, I don't know why assassin vines are resistant to fire. That seems really weird to me, but it doesn't matter for
It
you.
doesn't matter.
Special fire.
Yeah, special fire.
I wish I had bought animated just fire to put in the trees, though. I'll buy one eventually. I just keep spending too much money on Roll20 packs.
So cool though.
Those $5 keep adding up.
48
Yeah, I
points
get
of
it.
fire.
48 points? Yeah, you blow it up. So as you do that, the assassin vine itself burns, and you sort of hear this sizzling noise, like an ant thrown into a fireplace.
Ew.
And it dies. And these trees are now also on fire
Cool.
and beginning to burn.
Excellent.
But there is, like, it's wet, so
Yeah,
you
it's
don't
a
expect it to
frozen
really
forest. It's
last
not
so
gonna
long.
last.
But it is sort of smoldering on those trees there.
Is the field?
But you are now not restrained or anything, because the field of doom leaves.
Then I will do a full 30-foot movement. So 30. And while I'm moving, I'm pulling out one of my only greater healing potion. And I'm going to down that.
Okay, you drink the greater
Actually, no. it's
Potion
just
of
a
healing?
standard.
standard potion of healing then.
Regular.
I am
2d4 plus 2.
looking bad.
And it already used its reaction. The assassin vine that is still alive. It also can only move 5 feet around, so it's just sort of moving very slowly. It is its go, and it's going to crawl back into the tree. And become motionless, so it looks like just a vine again. It's Sorna's go. Sorna was like, was going to run over and help you, but it's going to be like, should we just run then? That one can't move. Are we running?
I think so.
Yes?
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, something like that. As you go, I'm going to make one more check for this treant to see if it breaks free of her hold monster. It does not, so you guys get away successfully.
We ran.
Woo!
We made a tactical choice.
And as it rounds 9 in the morning, you have just had a very exciting morning of rushing away from vines and things.
It's hobbling.
Sorna's like, "Are you all right, Nala?
No, I'm actually not feeling that great. That was a very...
Would you like a bit of... I can help you."
Oh, thank you. Any help would be appreciated.
Sure. And she's going to cast Cure Wounds on you at level 3.
Anybody else need any healing?
I just blasted.
That's 21
things.
points of healing. No.
Shard's picking pine needles out of her hair.
Yeah.
Ah, that's much better. Thank you.
I'm gonna cast Cure
No
Wounds
worries.
on myself as well.
Well, that was exciting. These are exciting woods so far.
I would like it if, I mean,
The
hopefully...
woods have been exciting. We have all been fighting some trees and all these vines. This never will be fine. I'll work on
That
it.
was great.
I'm still feeling very inspired from your moment before. Thank you for that.
Sorry, I didn't come up with something perfectly brilliant there, but you look like you needed some help,
I
and
needed it.
you definitely blew them up, so...
Vines. Dangerous things.
Alright.
All right, well, is the path, like, still narrowing where we are now?
So, notably, even on the map that you went to, the path sort of... It doesn't completely disappear. What it does is after a little while, it's only become deer trails. Like, there's not... It's not a path anymore. It's not like a path made to be a path. It's just paths of the fact that people move a lot on them, or animals move a lot on them. And you have noticed some birds and other woodland beasts in these woods. So it's not a dead forest by any stretch of the imagination. But after about 10 minutes... Dogs are barking outside. After about 10 minutes of walking and continuing, the road splits. It becomes a fork. One going left and one going right. Although, like, diagonally. So it's not 90 degree, it's like 45 degree angle split in the road.
I'm gonna use Find the Path.
Where are you aiming for?
Well,
Out of the forest.
Well, no, I have to know the location. I forgot.
Yeah, you have to know a specific place to aim
To a
for with that
specific place that I am familiar with. Well,
Oh.
Does the
I was gonna
capital count?
You're such
say,
a...
is the mountain close enough to the capital? Do I think?
Yeah, do we... It's not misty anymore. Do we see the mountains?
path. You look up, the canopy's really thick where you are, so you can't really see through at the moment, at least in this area of the forest.
Axacross isn't here, so we can't
Do
fly.
we know from? Do we know if the capital is in the mountains?
The
Could we
capital,
climb a tree?
you might be able to climb a tree.
Trees are dangerous.
I can try.
Like with my map knowledge, would I know?
And you know it's nestled right at the base of the mountain is where Exum is.
Okay. And in theory, this is the same mountain that we're heading towards
There
later.
are bunches of mountains.
Oh, okay.
It's a mountain range.
Okay.
Do you want me to climb a tree? Is this like a forest that's like tall enough that like I could get up and like see super far?
Yeah. You probably could get to the top of a tree and look out and see pretty far.
Should
And then the talking spiders are gonna show up.
yes,
Why
correct.
does it have to be
While
spiders?
I'm up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try that.
You're gonna find a tree. Make an acrobatics check.
22.
Nice.
22. Yeah, I mean this is pretty thick canopy, but you're a skilled climber, and you end up climbing the tree, up to the top, and you
Very
look out. Make a perception
Pocahontas
check.
with the brain.
Yes, it's very Pocahontas. What
Make a
was in my head
perception.
too. Yep. So there is no fog.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Okay. So you look out, and you do, in the very far distance, see sort of the mountains, but they're sort of shimmery, and like they're covered in a fog of some sort.
Okay.
But you can see them sort of poking through. To your to the west, you just see more, because I'm imagining you're looking south-ish.
Yeah.
So to the west, you see more forest. It seems to get really thick, even more thick than just here to the west, along where you assume that path is headed. To the east, totally, you just see more forest. To the south, directly, you see that it sort of clears up a bit.
Okay.
About, half a mile that way. And this is a large forest, though. You're looking out at this just massive thing. So that's the main stuff you can see.
Okay.
So to the path that goes left, it gets really thick after a while, and to the right, it seems to clear up. Is basically what you can tell from where you're looking.
Okay, but they both don't. They're both headed toward different parts of the mountain range.
They're both headed. One of them. The one to the right is headed pretty directly south.
Okay.
The one to the left is headed sort of southeast.
Okay.
But they're all, roughly in that direction.
Okay. Great. Then
You climb back down.
Climb back down. And I repeat what you just said. So I think probably the one that goes south and clears up.
Whichever one seems to be the most easy path.
I'm looking at this map of Penumbra. And if one goes southeast and one goes south, I think the one that's going south is going toward the capital.
Sounds good to me.
Because the southeast would be following the river, so.
Yeah.
That one.
Notably, the river's gone. You realize.
Like it veered off when we went into the forest.
Like it vanished when you went into the forest, yeah.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Great.
There is some magic going on in this forest.
What magic is this?
I don't know. Should we detect it?
This forest is old. Very old.
Old as balls.
Old as balls. Thanks, Legolas.
Nailed it.
All right, so you climb down and you decide to head south down the deer trail. It is pretty much a single file line as well. So are we keeping the same order?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do we want
I
the
think
rope
so,
back?
Did we drop it?
No, we didn't drop it. We just
We just ran.
We just
yeah.
ran.
Ran with it.
Maybe it was extended from my hand.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just organizing this. So Lilia, Shar, Sorna, I think? Kieran, Nala, Win, something like
Yeah,
that.
it works.
All right, so you head down this path, and it is a relatively peaceful journey so far for the next hour or so. And you continue, and you're just sort of keeping your eyes peeled. You hear creaking of trees, you hear birds, you see in the distance a sort of some deer who notice you and then freeze. And then bound off. And now everybody make another perception check for me as you continue forward. Cool. Or no, the people at the front. So let's go with Shar and Lillian.
19.
Oh,
gonna
wow.
say just
Nice.
what I need.
22.
Yay.
22. Okay. You don't seem to notice much here.
Okay.
And you continue forward. And as you continue, that's still not the right one. Sorry, I keep opening the wrong goddamn one because it's on a different screen. All right. Where is it? Yeah. As you continue, suddenly you hear, "Thum," and an arrow flies in front of you and stabs into a tree and wobbles. And you just like see it and freeze. It's like right in front of your face, Lilia. But you're like you felt pretty keen as far as how
I'm a
you're
little
looking.
pissed about that.
Oh, no.
But you
Fucking hell,
hear,
another rogue.
state your intentions.
It's Robin Hood.
To get
And it's
through
a
the
woman's voice
forest?
from
get
the
to
right of you.
To get to the capital.
The capital. I know not this capital you are speaking of. And getting through this forest may be a little more challenging than you suspect.
Who? Okay.
And out of the woods comes like in front of you to the right, comes a fascinating looking woman who is wearing sort of very light clothing, a lot of blues and whites and stuff, and just bare arms and everything, even though it's pretty cold here.
Bare arms.
And really
Sorry.
bare arms. And she has very long elf-like ears and these extremely extravagant, like, leaf-like eyebrows that form sort of a crisped, as though a leaf had gotten frost on it, and she's got that sort of motif all over her body. And she's wielding this extremely extravagant-looking bow that matches her aesthetic perfectly.
Whoa.
And out to the
Char's got a boner.
to the left of her, or to the left of her, as far as another one comes wielding another bow. And this is a male figure, I think.
Holy bisexual panic.
No, another female figure.
Holy gay
who
panic.
comes out. Also looking looking much younger, if you could tell age in these people. Notably, you rack your brain because you sort of recognize this type of being, and you think, and you're like, Kracharin and Carrie. They are Eladrin. Specifically, these are Winter Eladrin, who have stepped out onto the path. And the one who had fired the arrow originally, the warning shot, goes, "Who are you? And do you know where you are?"
Evidently not.
Thought I did. Perhaps not.
Just travelers. We're just travelers, and we're just trying to get through the forest to the other side, where there is
The other side. Well, this is a little complicated. I was hoping you knew where you were, because then you would be able to explain it to us.
Oh fuck. No,
Well, I mean,
that's
we
not
could tell
what I'd
you-
like to hear.
We're all like what planet you're on, or
Planet.
I don't
Where
what
do you
plane?
think you are?
plane. Yeah.
We were on a hunting trip a couple weeks back, and we wound up here, and now we can't get out.
Excellent.
I think you had best come with us to our camp to the south. We will attempt to explain what sort of predicament we are in.
No.
I would just like to
Come.
insight check them real quick, just out of nervousness.
Go ahead.
Same.
The other one is like tense and sort of holding the arrow, but not actively.
I also would like to insight check. Is that cool?
Okay, a couple you,
26.
Lilia and Kieran.
28.
26 and 28. Based on what you can tell, she doesn't seem to be lying to you. She seems as confused as you might be.
Okay.
And she fired a warning shot, notably, and didn't try and attack you.
What are your names?
My name is Gilneth.
Gilna. I'll try my best to remember
And
that.
this is Scout Rayana.
Nice to meet you. I'm Lilia.
Good to meet you.
These are.
We will have pleasantries when we get to camp.
Yeah.
It is not safe to maintain too much time on these trails. Follow me?
As we're walking, I'm just gonna be like, what have you encountered on the trails so far?
Well, there are beasts of many kinds. The trees themselves come to life. The vines attack you, the
yeah.
roots. There are trolls made of ice.
Trolls.
There are massive spiders that can bite you and freeze your own blood.
Whoa, hate
and
that.
we are dealing with a current little bit of a ice devil problem as well. It's been a very exciting sort of
Ice
time
devil
here.
problem.
Christ on a cracker. Okay.
Who? Let's figure out what's up.
Ay. Alright, well, yeah, let's head to this camp then, I suppose.
Yeah.
Cats, I swear to God, if you start fighting on my feet.
Damn it.
What are you gonna do about it?
And as you go, she's sort of being very cautious, and Rayana has taken up the rear of the group, and it's just sort of not maliciously, but seems to just be keeping her eye out. And as you go, everything suddenly sort of gets dark, and weird, and Gilneth is like, brace yourselves. They shouldn't last too long, maybe about 10 minutes. And everybody, like, the color drains, all the saturation drains from all the trees and your faces. None of the colors that you are all wearing or have any sort of actual vibrance to them anymore, and everybody just feels suddenly very depressed. Please, everybody make a wisdom save.
Great.
Oh boy.
We are so great at those.
Okay,
We're so
that's
good
not
at
bad.
those.
Oh no.
For me, that is an X20.
That's a 10.
19.
4. Dirty 20.
21.
Okay, and they...
Highest I can ever do.
I don't think I've ever made a wisdom save.
So,
Not
Rihanna
very wise.
and Shar, both of you near the back, you both need to roll a d6.
Okay. 4. I got a 5.
A 5. All right, so you've felt this before. Specifically this, in fact, I believe you rolled the exact same thing. Back when you were messing with plane shifting nonsense in that lab, you suddenly just feel, you're convinced this place is going to kill you.
Oh, shit.
You are just dreading every single move, and for the next 10 minutes, if anything happens, you have disadvantage on saving throws. And behind you, Rihanna is just like, looking very dejected, but is continuing forward.
So 10 was.
And just makes it, yeah.
Shar, okay, yeah, Shar does the same thing she did last time. That's it's like, stop moving. Stop. Everybody stop.
What?
And Rihanna's like, I know what you mean. I don't know. Everything's doomed anyway, says Rihanna.
I kind of agree with her, but we gotta keep going.
No, we
And
can't.
Gilneth rushes back and sort of touches your shoulder and says, you need to keep going. Our camp is safe, I swear to you. Please trust me on that. And this will pass. We will wait if we need to.
Well, I would roll insight, but it's got disadvantage.
Too scared.
That's fine. We'll keep going. Yeah.
Okay, so you're just feeling, you're trepidatiously moving forward, and Gilneth gives a sort of similar speech to Rihanna and says, you've felt this before. It will pass. It will pass. And you continue onwards. After 10 minutes, though, of peaceful travel down the path, it clears up.
Oh.
And suddenly the light all comes back and the color comes back. And Gilneth sort of breathes a deep sigh of relief and shakes her head. We are nearly there. Our camp is just ahead.
Do we remember which plane of existence caused that feeling beforehand?
Make a intelligence check.
Okay. That won't go well, probably, but we'll give it a... Nope, I don't know anything. It was a 5.
Okay, you don't remember specifically, but you can make a guess of shitty planes. No. But, yeah. But you continue. And as you get close, Gilneth is like, all right, hold off just a second. I need to let them know that we are here, and we are not malicious. They are on guard, as you can imagine. And she steps forward and down the path. And you see that after 30 feet, 50 feet in front of you, it seems to clear up, that clearer part of the forest. It's still a forest, but it's much clearer. It's not quite as dense as ahead of you, and she goes there, and you hear, hello. We are. And then back comes Gilneth. All right, come on, friends. Seems nothing has happened to our camp in the meantime. Come on. And you head through there and follow her. And you come upon a sort of clearing in the woods that has a few tents up, about 4 tents that are just up. In fact, I can show you in Roll20 if I want. That's easiest.
I am a visual learner.
So you come upon this small camp. It's a small camp in the middle of the woods, surrounded by some trees, but not a huge number of them or anything. And there's a fireplace crackling in the center. And you are greeted by a male Eladrin, a sort of big man, who walks up to you all and says, "Hail, Gilneth. Who are these folks?" And Gilna says, they seem to be travelers caught in a similar predicament, and given our losses lately, I feel any amount of help is warranted. And this man nods and says, that is fair. And Gilna says, how is our princess? Looking a little sort of angry. How is our princess, Erikos? And Erikos, this guy, says, not the princess. She would yell at you if she were awake at the moment, but she's hanging in. And Gilna says, good. Would hate for, well, you know who to get angry at us for letting her get hurt. We'll hopefully keep that the same way. Anyway, friends, turns to you. This is our camp. Make yourself comfortable. We are waiting on a scout, Yuri, to come back and tell us what is happening on our enemy's front. Other than that, though, it is only... Looks in the sky. Mid-morning, late morning. So we will probably be making another expedition, and I will explain everything once our scout gets back here. For now, maybe take a little bit of a rest. You're going to need it, being here. And Gilneth heads off to Erikos and sort of begins talking amongst themselves. And the other scout, Rayana, goes and sits by the fire and sort of takes a water pack, a water skin that seems to be made just entirely out of leaves that's sort of magically put together, and drinks from it.
What is going on, guys?
I'm very confused.
Did you say something, Emily? I couldn't hear.
No, I was whispering.
Oh, you were mouthing.
Shar whispering.
Yeah, I said, what is going on? Because I thought we were just in a spooky forest, but now I don't know if that's... I don't know if we're still on.
How long do we have to rest?
It's an hour for a short rest.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely be sitting by the fire.
Okay, we'll short rest, but I don't think
talk
we're on
about-
Taylor anymore.
Well, or
we're-
either that, maybe this forest is the conduit in which so many things have found themselves on Taylor.
DM, were any of the individuals that we met, like, were they wearing symbols or emblems on their garments? Anything like that?
You can look around, make a perception check for me.
16.
16? A lot of their clothing seems to be a bit ragged and barely there. They seem to use more leaves and things. And you don't notice any specific symbol that they're wearing, no. But they are all in the same color scheme of that sort of blue and white.
Can I ask the woman sitting down how long have you been here?
She takes another drink. It has been 2 weeks or so, I think. It's a little bit weird here, though. So it's tough to tell. Plus, getting sleep is not an easy task here either.
Where are you from?
We are from to the Feywild.
You're from the Feywilds.
Yes, we are a Lodgren of Trust's Court.
Oh, no shit.
You are aware of who that is?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, we've had a couple
surprised.
run-ins. We've had a few run-ins. Got these from him. I pull out the bagpipes.
Oh, the Pipes of Sildren.
Yeah.
Many members of our court, or the court, I'm not really a court here, but sort of adjacent. Many members have been brought there. They play wonderful music.
Yeah. I gave up the bagpipes shortly after acquiring these. Neither here nor there.
Sorry to hear that.
Oh, it's fine.
But are we in the Feywild right now?
I do not think so. Gilnath would know more than me. I am just mostly confused all the time.
Oh my god.
She has been working on what to do next, you see. Anyway, I need to go take watch. It is my goal.
All right.
And as Rayana goes over to take watch, relieving Erikos, the male guy, the guy goes into another one of the tents, and you hear, And then his voice, it's going to be okay. It's like fine. Oh, it's and that's what you hear from the one of the tents. The one to the left, furthest left. And then Gilneth comes out of her tent, and to the east comes rushing an Eladrin man who sort of appears and holds up his hands just to make sure as Rihanna sort of pulls back her longbow and aims it at him. But he's clearly the scout. And the scout runs over to Gilneth, and Gilneth is, Yuri! You're back, please. Welcome our new friends, and please tell us what is going on. And Yuri's like, hello, friends, I guess.
What's up?
My name is Yuri Dorai. You can call me Yuri. Gilneth, yes. The ice devils seem to be on the move to the one in the ravine. And I believe they've split up and have sent a few north of the pond as well. And Gilneth says, all right, anyone that we can take on, or are their forces a little bit strong? And Yuri sort of considers for a second, says, well, prior to our new allies, I guess, I would say that neither should be taken on, and we should try to avoid them. But if they're willing to help, somebody might be able to take the ones on in the ravine. We would have the high ground. And Gilneth says, all right. Thank you, Yuri. Take a well-needed rest while I fill in our friends here. Gather round, if you would, around the fire. It's a little chilly for, I'm sure, you all. We are, of course, used to it. And sort of shows off bare arms and...
Bare arms.
I killed everything at this table myself, including with my bare hands, including the bear hand. Wow, that's an old reference. Dragon Ball Z abridged.
Yes.
All right, so you gather around, and Gilneth says, all right, my name is Gilneth. I am the leader of this hunting party. We were, just to fill you in nice and quick, we were about 20 about 2 weeks ago, and now we are 5. If that gives you any indication of how shitty this forest is.
Excellent.
We were on a hunting trip for our liege, for Trust, the Archfey. Not sure if you know him. All right. Great. Very well informed.
What were you hunting? Just food?
Food.
Okay.
Yes, hunting trips in the Feywild can be a little bit dangerous. So we tend to take quite a few people with us.
How long did you expect to be gone?
A day. And then we all sort of got lightheaded as we went into one section and ended up in this forest that is not like the Feywilds. Every time you try and get to the edge of any part of this forest, you sort of can't leave. And no teleportation or plane shifting magic seems to work either. Unfortunately. Any teleportation, says Sorna, and like dimension doors, that works.
Okay,
and
thank you for clarifying that, because I got real
300
nervous.
feet away. And she comes back and is like, well, that worked. Do you mean like teleport in far distances then? And Gilneth is like, yes, our short range sort of misty step style things work as well, but any attempts to leave this area beyond sort of 300 feet or so are ineffective. Or if you are at the edge of the border, as it were, you cannot go through that border.
Can't dimension door from one side to the other.
Yes, unfortunately not. Yes, we gave it a go back when we had magic users.
When we were in Scorch Pass and communicated with Vidar, was he able to tell? He was the one that told us we were in a different plane, right? Like what plane we were in when it was happening?
I think you messaged him saying that you were on the ethereal plane.
Yeah.
Oh, we knew we were in the ethereal plane?
I think you figured it out somehow, yeah. I just don't
I was
remember.
going to say, how did we know that?
That's how we got the evocation stone.
Oh.
Okay. Because I was gonna
Yeah, back
say I
in
could
Squishmas.
try to send him a message to see if he could tell us where we are. I wonder if he would.
Her throat.
Would he be likely to have like scrying?
High-level magic users tend to, yeah.
Just would if I contacted him and told him to scry us, would he know where we were?
He would know whether it works or not.
Okay.
Because scrying doesn't work across planes. Which you would know, because you have that. spell.
Yes. It's just not on my current thing, so I can't
Well, why don't
read
you
it,
try
but-
scrying on
Well, I don't have scrying right
somebody?
now. But I was gonna contact someone to scry us,
Oh,
which is my workaround.
I see.
Wait, who has
Anyway,
the-
Gilneth is continuing to
Sorry.
talk. And says, so, that's where we are. Currently, we are dealing with a pack of ice devils. Creepy, bug-like things with big spears. They seem pretty at home in this forest, although also as confused as us in many ways. At home in the fact that they are ice things, much like we are. But not so at home in as much as they seem as confused as to why they are here. Our run-ins with them have been brief and deadly. A couple more things you should know. Come with me. It's about a 30-minute walk, but we need to go west.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. By the way, you all did have a short rest if you didn't.
Yeah, I rolled 5d6 for my short rest.
Sorna rolled a couple, so yeah.
I would ask what this barrier is at the end.
Well, you're about to see, because we are headed to the basically outskirts of this forest. You will see what it looks like. And hopefully we don't run into any more nonsense along the way.
Our luck isn't great, so
the bone era.
Was that a-
We deal in nonsense.
Was that a child in the tent back there that was like crying?
Didn't sound like a child, just sounded like an upset person
Oh,
who was crying.
okay.
or
I'm gonna
whining.
ask anyway if it was a child.
She says, no, that is our passenger. She chose the exact wrong time to come on a hunting trip for fun.
Oh. Yeah, that's not good.
She got stuck here with all of us, and she is well liked of our liege, so we are trying to keep her alive.
Huh. What?
God,
Trust
got
her a lot?
She got our bargaining chip sitting in that tent, everybody.
What's her name?
Her name is Tritora.
Never mind. Sorry, we thought maybe it was someone we knew.
Well, lots of people end up there, so...
Yeah, that sucks for her.
Yes, she is luckily not the most annoying of the courtiers, so
Well, clearly she
Which
can-
one
we
is?
deal with her. I would not like to say, in case I am being listened to.
Well, if you're being listened to by your boss, maybe he should help you get out of here.
I'm not sure he's able to if he could. But still. Let us continue. And you continue. It's about a half an hour chilly walk to the west. You do not seem to run into any more weirdness, although now you're all sort of on edge as you walk through these woods, and you're trying to just keep an eye out, because you now know that there are spiders, there's trolls, there's vines, there's devils, there's fucking everything here, and it's scary. But you end up walking in and a ways, and it ends up at a much larger clearing. And since there's no fog, you can see all the way through it. So the path ends, that is sort of another one of these deer paths, and it opens up into this massive clearing, maybe 300 feet wide and 300 feet tall, north, south, east, west, so it's a big circle. And way at the back, you see a line of vines. It's like a hedge all along the back. It's like this huge wall of hedge and vines, and that, you assume, would be the border.
How tall is it?
And you can... Impossibly?
Okay.
You
You
look
can't
up.
see the top of it.
But you could see it. You could see over it, notably when you climbed to the top of the tree.
Huh.
So if there is some sort of way over it, you don't know really, but you could see over it
Okay.
because you didn't really notice it
Yeah.
from the. So it's as tall as any tall tree.
Okay.
The thing is, it's in a clearing, so it's like very obvious. This big tall
Okay.
thing. But that's 150, 200 feet in the air. Pretty tall trees here.
Got it.
But you continue walking, and in the center, you see a massive stone pillar. This pillar is just sitting there in the middle of these woods, in the far end of this clearing, with this big sort of triangular shaped, or like, what's the circular triangle 3D object?
Cone?
Cone. It's got a sort of cone shape on the top. And Gilneth is like, this is one of 4 pillars in these woods. Come close to it, and you all sort of walk up, and you see now this massive frickin' pillar just in the center. So we have determined that something to do with these pillars is necessary to get out of the woods. Unfortunately, it takes about a day to traverse the whole of this section of the woods, or this magical wood section thingy, and it's a bit scary and dangerous to do so, and we're a little thin on numbers. By the time we figured out that it had something to do with the massive mysterious pillars, or rather found them all, our numbers had dwindled quite a bit. This one, she gestures towards it, there seems to be sort of writing all up and down this thing. We cannot read, she says. I hope that maybe one of you is able to decipher it, and we can figure out what to do.
One can read.
And you,
I have
You look
comprehend
up-
languages.
okay,
Don't you have that too?
Do any of
what
us
is
read
the
the language
language
already?
Yeah.
before you cast a spell.
Is it already in common, or is it in something that we
Yeah.
already
You
know?
walk up, and you do recognize this, or a few of you do. It is ancient common.
Okay.
Notably,
Ye
the
olde.
Never mind then.
Eladrin can't read it.
Ye old common.
I have ye old common.
Excellent.
Yes.
Go ahead.
What does it say?
So you read it, and it seems to be the same sort of riddle a bunch of times.
Great.
And yes, I'm going back to cryptic crosswords, but
great.
only once.
Sarah can do this. Okay.
And
Wait,
there
you just dip
may be
in?
other hints and
Okay.
stuff.
Oh, you have to pee? Okay.
Yeah, we'll be breaking in a
Jason,
second,
wait.
but here we go.
Too late. He's gone.
So you read on it. It says, "Artists' inspiration, legless. I see. They organized sounds," and then it's 5 chicken scratch marks that mark 5 over and over on this pillar. And Gilneth is like, "So you read this language?
Yes, I do.
Great. Well, if you can figure out what that means, there seems to be a weird. So the other thing you should know, there is a pond in the middle of the forest. We call it the Pond of Ages. I don't know why. We've decided it's called the Pond of Ages. I think somebody, one of our more artistic folks who is not with us, named it that, and we're keeping it because in their memory. But every roughly 12 hours, it activates. And we will be able to show you that in approximately 6 hours. And we think something needs to be lined up with when that activates. Unfortunately, we've not been able to activate any of the pillars either, if they are tied to it somehow. So we're just... our lack of numbers is really limiting our ability to do this, unfortunately.
You say it takes a day to hit all 4 pillars, or to get from one to another?
It's a day to get. It's a day to get all the way across the forest.
there's one
when we
on-
get back, Yori can show you a basic sort of map.
Okay.
But I just wanted to show you these pillars and get you way ahead of what we were at when we first arrived. Does the weird writing mean anything to you?
It might in a couple minutes.
Yeah.
We gotta think about it. We'll get back to you.
And anyone who wants to examine the pillar further can.
Yeah, sure,
Give it
I'll
a
do
go.
that.
Can make an investigation check.
Does anyone else want to do it with me?
Sure.
Okay. Then I will roll with advantage. Ooh, that was That's 19 plus. What was it? Investigation.
Yeah.
So 26.
26. Okay. So you head up to this pillar and you start sort of looking around it. The writing seems etched over and over all throughout these sort of bricks that it makes up. And there are sort of these gaps that seem to be at relatively specific locations. And in fact, yeah, I mean, they're gaps. It's just one after the other, and it goes up in sort of a spiral pattern, about a foot apart, and then up a little bit. So it's got one here, and then up a little bit. There's another one that's about 4 inches high and 1 inch wide of gaps in the stone.
So it looked like.
And that's really all you see on this big ass pillar.
Okay.
But you do notice the consistent pattern of these.
So like stair-esque going up.
Yeah, sort of. I mean,
Yeah.
it's foot apart. There just seem to be bar lines, like lines of black in the stone that go up in a spiral. And as Sarah tries to figure out a cryptic crossword, we'll take a break there then.
I'm going with I was like, so artist, sounds, music, legless, so notes without the legs, but I don't know anything about music, so I don't know what those are called.
Whole notes?
Whole notes?
Whole notes are the only ones without a tail, but
My first thought was bardic.
What about
That's too many
staff?
letters.
Yes, you are correct. I can't count. But also it ends with the IC.
Because organized sounds, that's...
Because music, notes, and
Like
whole
written
are
music.
all
Arrangement?
5.
Like- oh wait, what? How many letters do we need?
5.
Organized.
Yeah, so right now I'm looking at music, notes, and whole. That's kind of what I have. And then organized, though, so maybe it's...
So remember, the beginning or the end is the answer generally, separated by a comma or an R or that sort of thing. Legless tends to mean removing a letter from the end of the word. I worked on this one with my dad. Because my initial clue on this one was way too vague. But, hey, kitty. You're on the right track, Sarah.
I just don't know any, music words. So if it's a music word, I probably won't.
So, what is an artist's inspiration?
Muse. M-U-S-E.
Muses.
Legless.
So is it...
So, muse, legless. I see.
Yes.
Music.
Yeah, it's
music.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it is music.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's muse, legless, so it's M-U-S, and then I-C is also.
Because that was when I first just saw
There we
artist
go. There we go.
sounds, I
Boom.
went to music, but then I was like, that doesn't have anything to do with the rest of the clue, though. I just literally used
inspiration,
those 2
yeah.
words, and I...
Yes, why I like cryptics is you can solve it and then
overthink
actually
it.
prove it.
That works, though.
yeah.
I like that.
But so you have figured out music, and that's where we'll take our break because
Okay.
you were on a roll. So
Hooray.
boom,
Yay.
all right, break there. See you in a bit.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the announcements. Boo-da-ba-da-boo-da-ba. It's the first time I'm releasing the next weekly episode. Be excited about that. We're on a weekly schedule now because we're ages behind, so that'll be good. In the future, there may be weeks where we have to skip because we didn't actually play that week. But hopefully I'll be able to actually release this weekly, which is what I wanted to do from the beginning. The buffer was really nice, but I think we need to be caught up, and it's better for my brain this way. As always, if you want to support the show, head over to patreon.com/Cameron of S. Davis. I recently half revamped it, and by revamped it, I mean I just changed it to Cameron of S. Davis instead of Hellas Hand Productions, because that's my whole rebrand is now just under my name, but all that money goes directly into my art projects. From music to this podcast to other things in the future. If you like the music and ambiences I use, tabletopaudio.com, really excellent, still excellent, nothing's changed there. In very exciting news, the group and I will be fully vaccinated by the end of May, to such an extent that we actually will be playing in person on June 6th, and we are super fucking excited to get back in person playing again. It's going to be the best day, and holy shit. As I think I've mentioned before, I have upgraded all the audio for when we're recording in person, so the audio quality should either increase or be roughly the same as what it is now going forward, even when we're recording in person, so look forward to that. Other than that, I have a new single coming out May 14th, Anxiety. It's actually a 2-track single, which doesn't make sense entirely, but the main song, yes. And I will hopefully have a music video out for that on May 14th as well. Look forward to that as well. Industrial music, if you like it, huzzah. But other than that, I've got nothing, so let's get back into the game later.
All right, so we're back. So you have figured out the puzzle. It seems to be indicating music.
So does that mean we have to sing to it?
Gilnath is like, music? I don't know. It doesn't seem to be doing anything now that we have solved the puzzle.
Can you guys sing a song? You and
me,
Sorna
me.
do a duet.
As Nala says me in tone.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
What happens
Our
is
singer over
some of the lights or some of the gaps light up a bit. Just a bit.
When you sing.
And then when you stop singing, it dies down a bit.
Holy shit.
It like starts going up the spiral.
So, yes, we have to sing to it.
Okay.
Or we have
All
to
right.
perform for it.
Lowlands,
Fine.
lowlands away.
You sing
lose my
that
job.
line, and it does that, and then falls back
Oh
down
shit.
again.
Okay.
So we gotta sing for like a long time.
Let's sing happy
All
birthday.
right.
No, just kidding.
Sorna whips off a lute.
I'm like standing there with my lute in hand, like.
No, I'll accompany you. We'll do a whole
thanks.
We'll do a
Afraid I
whole
was gonna
thing.
lose my job here for a second.
thing. No. You're the bard of the group for sure.
Thanks.
Wait,
That sounded very much like Thor at the end of Endgame.
Yeah.
No.
This
Wait,
is your
No,
shit.
you, yeah, of course.
hang on though. Do we need to wait for the lake to do something? Or the pond?
Gilna says, well, the pond does something every 6 hours. But nothing has happened every 12 hours, and in about 6 hours it will do the thing. But nothing has happened when the pond does that thing. We assume we need to do something with these pillars first.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
But I'm not sure really. We've sort of scouted them, but they
Yeah.
are being scouted at the same time by ice devils who also want to do something with the pillars.
Well,
do
I
the
hope
pillars
they
Well,
can't
maybe we
sing.
can serve all of our purposes at the same time.
when you were
Perhaps if they'd stop attacking us.
scouting these pillars, did you happen to notice if they all look like they say the same thing?
They are all slightly different.
Great.
Yeah. One of them, to the, where is it? Yeah, to the east, way far away across the entire forest area. Every tree around there is just dead. There's no grass, and it's just a dead sort of area. The one to the north it feels very nice there. It's super verdant and sort of warm and brightly lit and very nice. And the south is stuffed full of all these little pieces of parchment. But we weren't able to get very close to any of them because the devils killed a bunch of our people. So we will have to, of course, hopefully get there when they're not there or deal with them somehow. I don't know.
Well,
But-
not to speak for the group, but we're probably gonna go from one to the other. So if there's only 5 of you, maybe you should come with us. If it's gonna take a whole day, or you can stay here and we'll try and hit them all. But if there's only 5 of you.
It would
that might
take a
not be
whole day
great
to get to one of them, is the problem.
That's what I'm saying. So rather than you guys stay here,
What I figured we would do, and I've only just formulated this plan, is hit some of the different ones. So that we could hit all of them.
But you guys can't speak. You can't read what they say.
That's true. But we can figure something out. The best thing we've got is, if we travel with you, then it's only hitting one at a time. And every 12 hours, that thing happens with the pond.
but don't we need to figure out what they all say first?
Well, I guess
Possibly.
is
I mean, we
the,
can
the
send...
pond to the middle.
Pond is pretty much smack dab in the
Okay.
middle, yes. A little bit to the east.
Send people to the other 3. they write everything down. Even though they don't speak it, they can still write it down, and then we meet in the middle, because that's the shortest thing. We figure out all the clues, and we send everybody back out to solve the clues, and then we meet back in the middle again.
I mean, it sounds like it.
That sounds
a
Because
plan.
otherwise, I guess we would have to split up.
One thing I would like to do is figure out if we're right about activating pillars. It seemed to be doing something.
Okay.
Maybe give it a go. Sorry, I'm not
Sure.
very musical, and I apologize for my impatience. We have been here for 2 weeks and lost a lot of people.
Sure.
Oh my god, you too. You woke up in your demons.
What are you calling me a demon for?
No, sorry, I'm seeing things. There are creatures in my brain. All right. I will start singing because the only song I have in my head is the one from the lake of "I've been swimming here
Oh my
for
gosh.
some time."
Sona sort of figures out
Staring
chords.
through my dolphin mind.
And as you continue the song, the longer you go on and maintain a sort of melody, the lights light up all up in that spiral, and you keep singing. I'll be sitting here. Da, da, da. We have a more full version, but I don't remember.
I do.
And
What is
it doesn't matter.
Okay, my intelligence was so high. Now I'm stuck in a dolphin mind.
Excellent stuff.
Underwater, I'll be fine. Now that I'm in a dolphin mind.
Yeah.
And as you continue singing, the lights end up hitting the top of the pillar, and the cone itself sort of fills up with this light, and then this beam just into the sky. And it seems to stay.
Cool.
A big-ass beacon.
Not good. 10 out of 10, not a
Well,
fan.
maybe we should book it out.
Yes.
Sounds like a plan to me,
Let's
Sister
boogie.
Jones.
Next. To the next.
And you head back. Luckily, you're pretty close to this one. The Eladrin camp, only about half an hour. You get back at roughly maybe 11:30.
Oh my god, it's still the morning.
Oh, it's still the morning. Y'all have had it
Oh,
easy with
Jesus,
not having to do
fuck.
things all day. So you get back to the Eladrin camp, and Yuri comes rushing up. Rayana as well, as she is still on guard, and says, "What did you find?" says Yuri. And Gilneth points back over the trees. Our new friends managed it. Apparently all we have to do is play it a little music. And it lights up. So that's something. Yuri's like, that is something. I was hoping to get a little closer to one of the other pillars today, but they're keeping a close eye on them, unfortunately. Friends, thank you. That's further than we've gotten so far. Gilneth.
glad to help.
Yes, thank you, friends. Anyway, Yuri, you have a map, correct? You've been drawing one? And Yuri says, yeah, 1 sec. And goes to his tent and pulls it out, and I'm going to text y'all
Okie doke.
the
Oh,
map.
thank god. What I really need to do is just create like an album on my phone of all of the maps that we have. So I don't have to keep pretending like I remember where things are.
You should do that. South is, the way the words are readable is it's upright. So unfortunately, it's sideways.
Ah.
So he's written some things on this map. Vines and roots to the north, that's where you came from. Eladrin Camp is where you are. That circle. The pillars are marked with a sort of pillory symbol. There seems to be something called Swamp of Ice to your south, and Troll Hole to the further south. There's Icy Ravine, which seems to have a pillar in it as well. There's the Pond of Ages, sort of in the middle. There's Violent Thicket, which seems to be the place that you saw, Shar, when you looked to the east. You saw that much thicker area, which is the Violent Thicket. To the northeast of the Pond of Ages, it says Extra Misty Nonsense.
Excellent.
Wonderful.
To the northeast fully, there's Spiders, though apparently there's spiders everywhere, but that seems to be Spider main camp. There's a pillar there in between the Violent Thicket and the Spiders. There's a dead forest surrounding the eastern pillar, which is what you were mentioned. There is an unmarked area to the south of that, surrounding the devil camp. You don't know why it's unmarked.
What does the
But yeah,
path,
you already- Sorry, what was
what does
that?
the path at the top say?
The party is here. That's where you were at the beginning of the
Oh, I see.
session. That is what I have gotten so far. That section beyond the devils, they yes,
So-
are all around.
Is that why you think that's where the exit is?
That's what I drew. Yes,
'Cause
they
it's the
seem
only
to be
place-
protecting it somehow. We are not in a perfectly amazing position
This is
from where we're on.
unfortunate.
Especially with the trolls to the south. And the trolls have ganged up with the ice spider, or with the ice devils, so that's fun. So
Well, which pillar should we all go to? If this area is as treacherous as this map shows,
We'll have to
The
do all of them,
the
right?
idea of splitting up to simply get the information seems more perilous than
Yeah.
just going around together.
That's why I was saying, if there's only 5 of them, you guys would either be here while we go to all the pillars, or, like Kieran's idea, we could meet in the middle.
well, I am Gilneth speaks up and says, well, the big thing is that if we try and hit all the pillars today, I don't think we will make it, even if we can solve the puzzles. Unless we split up in some way.
Yeah, but at the very least, we can get it figured out for tomorrow.
Yes.
I
That is true.
don't think we're understanding what.
What?
I don't know. Hang on.
Gilneth is suggesting splitting up to hit the pillars because you only have 6 hours-ish, actually a little less than that now, until the pond activates. And it takes an entire day to get across this place. And you don't have an entire day left.
I don't think we'll get this done today, then.
Well, no, but we can, at the very least, start.
Let's see if we can hit at least one
Unless
more.
it's too dangerous to sleep out there, and we just have to wait until morning.
I mean, it is, it's dangerous to sleep anywhere. This camp itself is not particularly safe.
So I think yeah. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm just thinking.
If we were to split up, what parties would you suggest?
Well, I mean, we can take our group together, and your group as well, and meet up somewhere. It's the easiest way for the DM's mind to handle it as well.
I think that's why. Well, how come you guys couldn't figure out this one?
Because they can't read it.
Because we
They
couldn't
can't
read
read
it.
it.
The old common.
But have you? Can you figure out the other ones? Is that?
Well,
Possibly. We haven't gotten close. I don't know if it's got words or anything either.
Yeah.
I think it's difficult to tell. The south one has a bunch of weird parchment stuck into them. The east one is a bunch of dead forest. The north one's all nice and verdant. The west one seemed pretty plain until you got up close to it. So we're sort of banking on maybe there's something different to do with each one.
So then, would it make more sense then for us to figure them all out today, and then tomorrow we all split up?
Possibly. Seems like a good idea.
So we just basically spend like a day and a half finding the other 3.
We only have about 6 hours, and we know that the devils are headed to the ravine. 6 hours until 6 o'clock, ish, is basically it. And then you've got maybe a few hours before you have to go to bed. But yeah. And it's every 12 hours, so it's weird, so it's not exactly on time. So it doesn't match up with 6 o'clock every evening, notably.
So
we were saying we
regardless-
would miss today's deadline in order to figure them all out, but then
For
tomorrow we
tomorrow's
would.
deadline.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
But seems regardless, we will have to split up to solve all of these pillars in a future day.
No, because we're
yeah,
going to spend
because
like
it takes
we're
a
gonna
whole
miss-
day to go between
Yeah.
each of them. So
Yeah.
if we do all 3
You
of
could
them
maybe
together,
hit 2 of them in a day.
it would take more than just 1 extra day.
Okay.
That's what we're saying. So if we split up, then it'll only take an extra day.
Got it.
Not ready to split up. Not now.
And just making sure if we split up, it's meaning us, like our party, or if we split up, meaning the Eladrins and us split off.
Well,
into
the Eladrin. Okay,
There's only
so
5 of them.
There's only 5 of them.
Right.
They have a party basically if they bring Whiny McWinderface.
Yes.
And you guys have 6. And the Eladrin. Yeah, so I'm thinking splitting those 2 parties.
Okay.
And you get to find out. So you guys get first pick of where you want to go first, and then they'll go wherever you don't. It's like choosing your Pokemon.
You got 3
Yeah,
spots.
I'm cool with that.
The
All right.
Icy Ravine is where the devils are going to.
They are going now, and whoever goes there would have the high ground probably, because it is a ravine. So there's a big. That whole section is a big cliff that you can stand on top of and aim down into the cliff, says Gilneth. But the pillar is quite a ways into it, so if you have to get into the ravine to head off the devils, who knows where you will face them. Hopefully next to a cliff face.
But you're sure they're going there? They're not going to the other.
Yuri says, some of them were going there, at least one.
I'm saying, especially now that we've just shot a giant light into the sky over here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of crows in this forest.
I would see either
It's
the
spooky.
Icy Ravine or the one that's near the Violet Thicket.
But do we need to hit 2 then?
We're just making the rounds for today.
No, we're splitting up.
Yeah,
with
so
the
from the
other
camp-
group.
From the camp with the rest of the day, you'd be able to get to one of the really far ones. You'd easily be able to get to the Icy Ravine one, but you wouldn't make it to another one.
Okay.
You'd make it halfway.
Then yeah, let's hit the ravine then.
Or you could go to one of the other ones and you'd make it in time for one. So it's basically a choice between the other 3.
I'm just worried if we
Wait,
finish.
but don't we have to hit all 4 right now?
But that's at a
Not right
future
now.
date.
Already
That's
hit
at a
one.
future date and time. We're just gathering information on the pillars first. Right, gang? Definitely.
Yeah, yeah, because then tomorrow, once we have all the information about the pillars, we can meet in the middle, figure out the answers to all of the pillars, and then break back out and do all of them. And then see what happens when all of them are done.
Yeah.
So should we attempt, as Gilneth speaks up, so you are suggesting camping perhaps at the pond? Out of
That
curiosity.
would probably be best to go to the
Yeah,
Icy
that
Ravine
would probably
for our
be
party.
easiest.
than to
Might
go
be
to
a
the
dangerous
pond.
night, but I'm willing to try it.
There,
I'd rather go to the pond than
Safety in
close to
numbers.
the devil camp.
That's true. All right. Well, I will confer with my team. You are headed to the ravine. Good luck. Definitely let us know, and we will pack up here. We should hit the north one, I think. Yuri, sound good? And Yuri's like, yes, that's the nice one. I'd much rather go to the nice one. All right, gather our princess. We're packing up. And they begin packing up the camp as you all sort of ready yourselves. As they pack up, Gilneth is like, all right, we will meet at the pond. North side, perhaps. On the other side of it from the devil camp, I'm thinking. We will figure out a camp there and just stay alert. They have been known to hit us in the night, so just be aware. All right. Come along, everyone. And she gathers everybody and heads off. Actually, you all head off in the same direction because they don't want to go through the violent thicket. So, because there's a deer path that goes, whatever. But you head off, and if, it takes you about an hour to get to the edge of the ravine, and you're suddenly looking at this just massive cliff drop into this big. Well, it's a ravine, but you can see quite a ways in it. This is all forested. The trees inside the ravine are really huge and tall, too. So it's it's almost like you can see the forest pretty much on the same level, but there's a big land drop next to you. because the trees in the ravine are just massive. And as you get to the crossroads there, about an hour and a half in, you say goodbye and good luck to Gilneth and her party. You now have also met, in a way, a sort of young-looking Eladrin who's sort of cozied up in a shawl and is looking sort of peeved about the whole thing, but she is also armed. Like, she has a sword and a bow on herself as well. She's got this long sort of blue flowing hair made of sort of this leaf-like substance, as well as strands of what could be called hair, but it's very magical looking. And she just looks sort of annoyed, and she's very close constantly with Erekos, the low-voiced dude who you met when you came to the camp originally. And she's...
What's her name?
Tritora.
Okay.
And she is going along with it because she needs to stay alive, but is clearly annoyed about the whole situation. She sort of shoots you all a wary look and nods to you as she continues to follow Gilneth off into the distance. You all head down the path of the icy ravine. I actually drew this path wrong. My pencil. Whatever. The path is supposed to go down in sort of the middle of it. The middle lengthways. Instead of way at the corner on the left. So it's in the middle there. But you continue, and the people at the front of the pack, since you're at the front of the pack consistently, please make a perception check for me.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
20?
Oh, if not great, 13.
Okay, so you see mostly trees and things, and you're all peering down as you get sort of closer to where the map says the path is, which is not where the map says the path is right now, but you got it.
Yeah.
And you are peering out and sort of crawling along the edge of the cliff, just making sure to see if there are any weird devil things. And with that dirty 20, you actually just hear it first, and you hear...
Oh, Jesus.
It's
and
I
you
turn to
all-
everybody and I'm like, I think there's a devil and a troll.
And you hear those,
What-
and you're... and you can go to World 20 now. I'm really proud of this map. It looks really good.
Does look really good.
It does.
Okay, so is that a river?
that is a road.
Oh,
That's the road going
right,
south.
Right. And we're just on the cliff. Okay.
And you're on the cliff, yes.
Is it possible to hide at all?
You can give it a go. So they don't seem to have noticed you quite yet.
Okay.
So everybody can...
Okay. Everybody
Try
hide
and
behind
hide.
the trees. Char
Okay.
points to
I'll-
where to hide.
Do my
Someone
best.
will go over here.
Clink, 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 clink.
Right.
All right, stealth
take
checks
that.
from everybody.
Oh boy.
I have disadvantage because of my armor.
Same.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
I'm at disadvantage.
Natural 20
Yay.
for 25.
Nice.
I don't think it's gonna matter.
Okay.
25, Lilia, you're pretty hidden. Shar,
Wow,
you
plus 6?
probably are hidden.
I got a 22.
Okay.
22.
I got a 12.
Okay, one moment. Find their stats.
I got a 15, even with disadvantage.
That's pretty good with
Yeah.
disadvantage.
I also got
Because there's a plus 6 to that.
12. Oh, the Ice Devil rolled a natural 20.
Oops.
And so did the Ice Troll. That's
Oh,
2 in a row.
shit.
There we go.
And that's a 2. The other Ice Troll doesn't see you. But the other 2 are like, no. And turns. The other Ice Troll sort of turns. Does anybody speak? You speak Infernal. Someone does.
I do.
Kieran does, yeah.
So you hear, we've been spotted. Get him!
Oh no.
From the ice devil.
Boo.
And the troll, does anyone speak giant?
No.
Unless
Okay.
I want to waste a spell slot on it.
No, I think we know what they said.
Yeah, right. It's
All right. So I forgot to write down their healths because I didn't know where you would be going, to be fair. To be fair. Troll.
And remind me, it's like what, noon at this point?
Something like that.
Yes. I would say
Hell of a
12:30.
day we're having.
All right. Well,
Yes, you've
I don't
gotten
have
used to-
any 5th level spell slots, so because we decided to do this today.
Yes. You did. I loved when Kieran used all of his 3rd levels in the morning.
Yeah,
So very happy.
all the 3rd levels are off the table. That's great.
All right.
don't
Let
worry
me roll
about
initiative for them.
it. I'm worried enough about it.
It's one of my favorite things that my 4-year-old says. I'm like, Lucy, I'm worried you're gonna do X, Y, and Z, and she responds, "Don't worry." I'm like, no, that's what I'm paid to do. I'm paid to worry about.
Literally my job.
Okay. Do we gotta roll initiative?
Yes, please do.
We can't talk.
Not
No
rolling
thanks.
this one.
Because you did get noticed, unfortunately.
Not
Had you
great.
hid better, it would have been a surprise one.
Great.
But you're all sort of huddled behind the same
Yeah,
tree.
we're all in the same tree. That's good.
I wasted that D20 on getting spotted.
I'm trying to decide
For that
if
natural
I should
20 on getting spotted.
use my action to talk to them.
You can still use your action if you want.
Yes.
Okay.
No, I mean in
Yes,
battle.
I
you
know.
Can use your action.
My brain was catching up with what you were saying, so I was confirming that
Actions
yes,
are
I can
usable
do
for
that.
social things too.
I can,
Lilia,
I can
what's
speak.
yours?
15.
Nice.
Nice.
Not rolling great initiative today.
Win.
See if anyone
18.
attacks them first.
Okay, that's legit because I'm going
What's your dex, Win? Oh, it's
15.
Char.
7.
7?
Yep.
Wow,
Nice.
it's bad for Char. Nala.
17.
17. And Kieran.
10.
Decent spread here. I didn't have to like smush a bunch of names up in the top of my sheet of
I love
paper.
that for you.
It's very nice. Win, it's your go first.
Ooh,
As you
okay.
are on the top behind this tree, on the top of this ravine, I would say that's like 30, 40 feet down. There's a big hill over here.
Yeah.
The
I
road
would
is a
probably
big
head
hill.
for that.
It's just steep, at least,
Okay.
but it's that length.
Sure.
It's accurate.
Okay, I will.
What's cool about this map pack is it actually allows me, so it gives me a bunch of these little pieces of ravine or like cliff face
Yeah.
and road, so it just sort
Very
of
cool.
stick them together. I'm just really happy. It looks really good.
Really cool.
Okay. I will light up Dark Hurt and start
my
making my
God.
way over there.
Lynn.
What?
He's a fighter. That's what fighters do. They fight.
God.
They run up and fight.
And well, they're probably in range, so yeah, actually let me check. Oh yeah. So I will toss
Sure. Because he's so big, I'll let
Yeah.
you do that.
Yeah.
He's tall enough.
toss a firebolt at the guy in front here.
Okay, you check a firebolt at the ice troll who's
Yes.
like closest to all of you, who turned and actually noticed you. The ice troll on the south was like, whoa.
Okay.
Very Cyclops from Hercules.
That's a 12 to hit.
12 does not hit. So you blasted it just like he sort of moves his head to turn back and talk to the ice devil, and the flame just flies past him, and he turns back to you. Okay,
Come at me, bro.
it's ice devils go. Does I have a ranged attack?
Does
I?
you?
Does I?
I does not.
Oh no.
My condolences.
That's all.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
There's no range on. I thought that Ice Devil had like a spear.
Does have a spear, could throw it, but that'd be real dumb. Runs over there. And it's going to... No, I can't see up it. It would get a little down. It's going to do that, and... Oh, it can use its action. Gets right up to win.
Okay.
But that's its go. Nala.
Oh, it's me already.
It wasn't a great initiative round for everybody.
Well then, I will, Nala seeing this Ice Devil running up to win, and noticing that this ravine has this entrance right here, she's gonna tap into herself, on the 4th level, and spreading, her hands in front of her, a wall of fire is going to erupt right in front of this devil and just run across the front of
So like this?
opening. I mean, yeah, essentially like trying to block it off if possible, but
Yeah, you could do that.
yeah.
Like that?
Nice.
That.
Nice.
So a big firewall erupts on the Ice Devil. What does he have to do?
That's a dex save.
Dex save? Actually, what you notice is as that wall erupts, it just doesn't seem bothered.
Oh, he's completely
Rude.
immune.
Oh my god.
That is impressive. Alright. Well,
He's still a devil.
Unfortunate.
oh, even with my,
It doesn't get rid of
Oh.
immunity.
Instances. He's immune.
Yeah, he's a devil. Okay. Well, that's a learning
Yeah.
experience for Nala.
Learning experience
Remember
for
back
Nala.
in hell when you said everything here is immune
Well,
to
yeah, I would
fire?
assume an ice devil is from a different part of the hells, but I guess it is.
They are from a different part of hells, but the hells are still very devilly or very fiery.
Okay.
Yeah, ice devils are weird.
That is super
Actually.
weird.
That's funny.
Okay. So
excited
yeah,
to be able to
know.
use them.
that's and I guess for my bonus, I wouldn't really do anything.
Okay. You're gonna
'Cause
move?
I can't see the trolls or anything like that. So I guess
No, there's a tree and
I'll
nothing.
I'll move down like 15 feet down here. I would just,
Okay.
just to kind of like get a little bit of space between me. From here, would I be able to see the trolls or no?
I would say maybe make a perception check.
They're tall.
That's a 16.
16. I would say where you're at because of the cliff, not quite.
Okay.
Even though they're
then I
tall.
wouldn't do anything because I wouldn't see them.
All right. Lilia. I forgot to roll
Alright.
for Sorna.
So what can I see out of the trolls?
Nothing.
Nothing. Oh, Jesus, fuck.
Do we have to get closer
okay.
to the edge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it
Sure
gets a
do.
little less high over here where Win is because it's
Okay.
a hill here on this side.
So
But
if I
this
move
is
to
like
the
40 feet.
if I move to the other side of the tree, can I see them?
You just have to get up
The Ice
closer to the
Devil's
cliff's
right
edge.
here, though, right?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it in melee with Win or not yet?
It is in melee.
Okay.
So if
There
I
you
go,
can see 'em.
I can see them.
Yeah. Because you're on the edge of a cliff, so there's no cliff face blocking you anymore.
All right. So I am going to. Ugh, this is going to be such a gamble. I am going to cast Enemies Abound
Ooh, interesting. What's that do?
on. It's like Crown of Madness, but better.
Yeah.
Whoever
Oh, right, I remember you getting
they have to choose someone at random to attack within melee range.
You reach into the mind of a creature. Intelligence save. If it's immune to being frightened, it doesn't do it. On a failed save, the target loses the ability to distinguish between friend and foe. Whenever the affected creature chooses another creature as a target, it must choose the target at random from among the creatures it can see. Awesome. So just on the first troll there?
Nope, I'm going to do it on the second one, the one behind it.
The one behind it. Ice Troll 2. The one who just
Yep.
is barely turning around and barely noticed that anything is happening yet. All right,
Yes.
intelligence save from a troll.
I'm hedging my bets on this.
Natural 20.
It's gonna be.
That's
I would cry.
0.
Wow.
Excellent. Excellent. So, yeah. So he's under my control now.
So the 0 does not succeed. And I'm just going to make his weird eye something with an eye dripping. Sure, he is now some sort of affected. It's not frightened, but it's if they're immune to frightened, they don't. That's weird. Whatever. They are affected by the spell, and you are
Okay.
concentrating.
Great. And I, because I didn't quite move 30 feet, I don't think, from where I was.
10, 15, 20 feet, 25?
20 feet?
20 feet.
Okay, great. So I'm gonna shirk my way back towards the tree, about 10 feet.
Okay. So you cast that spell, you feel it take hold, and you just walk backwards.
And I say to the rest of the group as I walk backwards, try not to hit the far one. It might go after its buddies first.
Cool.
I think we should save Win.
I got it.
He's got it.
All right. It's Sorna's go. What's she doing? Oh no. She's going to use one of her cool things. She is going to run over here. And then she's going to use Tales from Beyond.
It's exciting
this.
sounding.
I don't know what this does. I'm reading it. Give me 1 second.
Sounds
It's
like
just weird.
a Disney park ride.
Yeah, it does.
It does. Jenny Nicholson should get on that. So is gonna choose you win. All right. She is going to say, "Once upon a time, there was a hero of Ginevra. His name was Win, and he did great things too.
Aww.
Win." And as she says this, there's a sort of spiritual essence sort of comes off of her. And on the last strum, she uses her mother's skulls like teeth to strum the last thing. And her skull lights up, and this brilliant light, and you swear there's sort of a face in it, comes towards you, Win, and sort of wraps around you, and you feel just super emboldened.
Cool.
And you get
I don't like it.
16 temporary hit points.
Oh, neat.
And your movement speed increases by 10 feet.
Neat.
It's like haste, but cool.
How exciting.
That is her action, though, because she had to, I think.
Well, I meant
Use bonus
different.
action.
I meant different, but I misspoke. I didn't mean to say that haste wasn't. Or new would have been. It's like haste, but new.
I think. Oh, I'm supposed to roll. Never mind. Actually, I think I did. I rolled a hero. Anyway. So I'm supposed to say just... That's weird.
Win's a hero.
I'll have to read that closer. But yeah, that's what happens right now. You get 10 temporary hit points, or 16 temporary hit points, and you have a movement speed that is an extra 10 feet a turn.
Cool
That is all she can do, though. It is Ice Troll 1's go.
Tell me they're immune to fire too.
No. What is the effect when you move through the wall of fire?
He also has to make a save, a deck save.
Does not make it.
So it's the full.
Oh no, hang on, this is gonna take a minute.
It's only 4 players, so I just want to get the...
Oh shit, I keep forgetting to roll a thing that's supposed to be happening in this forest. I'll roll it now.
Okay.
Alright. I told you guys this forest was a whole
24
thing.
points of fire as you walk through.
24 points of fire. It does seem to take effect as it rushes through and sort of burns a bit of its skin away. You smell a bit of the burning flesh of Troll in the air.
Yum.
Troll flesh.
Jesus fuck.
Trollfish.
Oh jeez.
When you see a cute boy, man flesh. It's my favorite meme.
Oh man, we watched Fellowship last night, and when Saruman says, "You will eat man flesh," I was like, wow, really?
Hot.
Yeah. Anyway, anything else? IT? I'm asking my own character. No, thanks, Cameron. The troll
Sounds like you guys had a
is
good
supposed to be
chat.
slightly smaller. I accidentally made them one too big, but that's good. They are large, not huge. All right. It is Kieran's go.
I would like to cast Bane on the two.
You can only see the Ice Troll and the Ice Devil, so sure.
Yeah,
Is there any save for that?
it is a charisma save.
Charisma save. Ice Devil. Even with advantage, did really bad in that. 13.
Does not make it.
And the troll. 10.
Nice.
So both of them are
All right, so they are Bane. So
negative D4 on things.
Yes.
Yep. And you are concentrating.
yes. When I'm concentrating, though, I can
All right.
still use.
Regular spells. Just not
Yeah, you can use other spells. You just can't use another concentration
also-
spell.
Okay, cool. Cantrips.
You're
Oh, yes, you
concentrating? Oh, yeah.
So red dot in the corner of your of your picture means you're concentrating. That's
Oh god, we're all concentrating.
okay. Sorry, I was just reading her Tales from Beyond effect. So she did it right. Yeah, she used a bonus action to activate it, rolled hero, and then cast it on Win. So cool. It is Char's go.
Okay. Everyone's engaged up here, so that's excellent.
How happy for you.
Yes. I am going to move and I'm going to assist Win. I'm going to shoot an arrow at this boy right here. Oh, wait, no. I'm sorry. I'm going to technically hide first, so.
Okay,
I can
make a-
still get
make a
advantage on
Stealth check.
Yeah.
Sure.
That was a 19. Sorry. No, sorry, 22.
22. As you attempt to hide, the Ice Devil looks directly at you.
Boo. Oh, well.
So no advantage, but you are able to.
Okay, yep, I will. Shoot him anyway. 14.
14 misses.
Yeah.
Just clangs off his, like, carapace of icy bug armor.
Okay. Well, since he saw me, I'm gonna back up. So, I'm gonna come over here by Nala.
Okay. All right, you head around the trunk of the pine tree. Ow, 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 pine! And you go to the other side.
Skirmish.
I say to
around
Nala,
the
that wasn't as good as last time. I say, this tree sucks. The other one was better.
The other tree was my friend.
Yeah.
All right, it is Ice Troll 2's go, who apparently has to roll. It's just when it chooses another creature as a target. So first it's just going to run. 20, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
And it's
30.
10 feet from the fire, so it gets hit.
Yes, it's in fact going to stay out of it, but be
So it's
there.
gonna stay out of it? Okay.
Yeah, so it doesn't start its turn in it directly, but it's still going to be in the 10 feet, I think. So
Okay,
whatever.
so it still gets hit.
Dex save.
Yeah, dex save.
It's pretty good. -1 Dex. What's wrong with you? Okay, 16.
Oh, it still makes it. So it's
Okay.
take half.
Your save is 16.
Yeah, my save 16. Half of 26. 13.
13 damage as it sort of goes up and goes "Arr, arr," as the flame bashes into it. Cool. Top of the round, it is Winds go.
Okay. Alright, I'll do that on my next turn, so I'll just make my attacks here.
Get him, Win.
Okay, wow. 17 plus 9.
Hits.
Offhand. Okay. 26.
Hits.
And again with Dark Heart. Dirty 20.
Hits.
Yay.
You should have another one.
Do I?
Yep.
Oh,
You've got 3 normal
oh
attacks,
yeah,
right?
right. Awesome. Natural 20.
Hits.
Wow.
Wow. Yowie wowie.
Wind loves the snow.
Okay. 19
19 for the first one. Yep.
offhand. 9.
9.
Two ones. Great.
Nice.
Alright, so 9 on that one as well.
9. And there's, necrotic deals
Yeah.
fine damage. So.
And 15.
15.
Yeah.
Good amount of damage in that.
Yeah.
19. Yep.
And
Minus 9, minus 9, minus
I don't know if
2.
I'll move. Maybe I will. Just to give other people room. Yeah, I'll just like stay engaged with him, but like circle around him here.
Okay. You sort of circle around.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, there are people in the background of Max's. Okay. All right. The Ice Devil's Go is going to make its multi-attack, 3 attacks. What's its tail do?
Imagine it's just like really foggy around him, just eternally misty. He's in a wall of fire, but it's not hurting him.
Yeah, kind of. It's just sizzling around him, yeah. So this spear is going to attack Wynn a couple of times, and then his tail is going to come out and stab you as well.
Ah!
So first
That's not
attack.
nice.
Let's go with this one. First attack, 23.
Yep.
Second attack, 23.
Ah!
And third attack, 24.
Ah!
So this is going to hurt.
Oh boy.
12 points of piercing damage, 9 points of cold damage
Oof.
on the first attack. Please make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. $14.
14 does not make it.
Ah, god damn it.
So you're basically, your speed is reduced by 10, funnily enough, because you have that thing on
So
you. You're just back to normal.
yeah.
But you can either take an action or bonus action, but not both.
Okay.
And you can't take
Oh
reactions.
shit. Oh boy. Alright.
So you're sort of just frozen there a little bit. But not a huge amount, just frozen a bit. So I'm going to put a blue dot
cold.
there.
Wow, that's a
Second stab. 15 points of piercing damage. Ooh, Jesus. 13 points of cold damage. And then the tail stabs you as well, this like weird insectoid tail. Which does 7 points of bludgeoning damage as it whacks. No, 12 points of bludgeoning damage as it bashes into you, and 8 points of cold damage. Painful
Ow.
round on Wynn there.
Ow. Go from 106 down to 37.
hold up. So I got a 23, a 23, and a 24. I forgot to do Bane.
Oh, thank
22, 22, and a 20. Those all still
God.
hit
Those
you?
all still hit, yep.
So I would have undone them, but not so much. All right, it is Nala's go.
Can Nala see all? I guess I'm behind a tree, so no, I probably can't see nothing.
You can see around the tree.
Yeah, you can see Ice Troll 1. You can see most of Ice Devil 1. You can't really see Ice Troll 2. I would say.
You can see the two top ones.
I'll
But they sort of have cover from you where you're at right now. Not that that matters with Spell Sniper, but you know.
yeah. I'll do a full 30 movement. Can I see all three now?
Yeah, I'd say so. Well, no, because your
the
fire
fire.
wall is opaque.
That's cool. Then I will just tap one sorcery point and do a twinned chill touch on the ice troll and the ice devil.
Okay. So make attack rolls for that.
So on the ice troll, that is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits.
And for the ice devil, oh, that's really good. That's a 26.
26 hits, yeah.
Right,
Nice.
So 3d8 necrotic across the board. So on the ice troll, that's 16 points necrotic.
Nice.
And Ice Troll 1. Don't know if this troll can, but it can't regenerate on its next turn.
It already couldn't because it went through the fire.
Okay. And for Ice Devil 1, 19 points of necrotic.
19, nice.
And
And it can't do reactions, or what? What does that one do?
So still, that it can't regenerate hit points.
Oh, it can't regenerate. Right.
So I knew it meant something for trolls. I don't know if it means anything for devils.
Seems to hit him, but nothing else.
And for my bonus, I'm going to tap 6 sorcery points and bring back a 4th level spell slot.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
You bring that back. Bringing it back. Lilia.
All right. I am going to use Dissonant Whispers against the devil.
Okay.
Cool. It's a wisdom save.
That's terrible.
Excellent.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yep, absolutely does not make it. Alrighty, let me roll the damage. That's 27 points of damage.
Nice.
And then also, on a
it has
failed
to run
save,
away.
it must immediately use this reaction. If available, move as far as its speed allows away from you.
When you get an attack of opportunity.
Oh, sweet.
Actually, no, you don't because you're cold.
Ah, that's
so
right.
you don't get reactions.
No reactions, yeah.
So you go to do it, but you
It's
can't.
cold.
Alright, that's it.
All right, Sorna's go. Sorna is face down by this big ass motherfucker. She's going to use her bonus action to try and grab another tail. Get some tail.
Nice.
Rolled another
Good for
6, so it's another hero thing. So she's just holding on to that as she sort of sings, "Heroes, they win," or whatever. I don't know. I've got nothing. And she's gonna cast something. Actually, just because she's right up in it, she's gonna Dimension Door. Down there.
Boom.
No, even better. She'll go down here.
Ooh.
Nice.
So that's what she's got. She goes down on the bottom of the cliff.
She just disappears.
Yeah, we
Yep,
don't see it.
vanishes.
It's gone.
I'm all right.
Oh. Thought she just dipped.
Ice Troll 1's go. Does not regain any health. Shakes fist. All right. Is gonna attack. 3 attacks. 1 with its bite and 2 with its claws. It's just gonna wail on Nala.
Cool. Makes sense.
What you doing, Jim?
All right. That's terrible. Plus with a D4 anyway. That's real bad. That's 3 plus 7 minus 4. So that doesn't hit with the bite. Next one is 11. Third one is 14. So just misses real bad.
Dane.
Nice.
Now I also just rolled really bad there. So
But Dane.
all right. It is Kieran's go.
Okay. Do I know... I don't know what this thing that's on Win is, right?
You just see him get real cold and slow. Seems to just be an effect of getting stabbed by a cold spear from hell.
Okay.
Happens to the best
I'm
of
gonna...
us.
I'm gonna move to this side of this guy so that he can't attack me, but I'm closer to Win in case I need to run over
Okay,
to
you
heal
wrap
him.
around the back of the troll. Sure,
And then
sure,
I'm
sure.
gonna cast... Toll the Dead on the troll.
Okay. The one next to you?
Yeah,
Okay, what save is
it's a
that?
Wisdom save.
Cocked.
Which his Bane still works on his saving throw.
Yep. That's a 13.
He did not make it, so he gets...
He is damaged, so you get the extra damage
yeah,
from that too.
Let me do...
Or at least different dice.
Yes. So it is... 23 points of damage.
23 points of damage.
Necrotic
Nice.
damage.
As this just bong, and his head seems to be pained by a big loud tolling noise. Anything else, Kieran?
No, I'm still concentrating.
Sure. Shar, it's your go.
Okay. I am going to. What is this symbol again? On the troll one.
It's Bane.
Right. Okay. Cool. Then I am going to hide and attempt to hide and then attempt to hit.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Thanks. 31.
Yeah, you're hidden.
Okay. Is it 25?
Hits. Oh, sorry, Kieran, since you started within 10 feet of that troll, by the way, you take 11 points of cold damage. Forgot to tell you. There's an aura of
Oh,
coldness
do I take that too?
just on the start of your turn
Oh.
when it's within 10 feet, so not that time.
Noted.
32 points of damage.
32 points of damage, so it's looking pretty hurt. Yeah. For a troll.
Use my bonus action already. I'm good.
Okay. It is Ice Troll 2's go, who is going to, well, I guess rush through here.
That deck save.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out how Enemies Abound really works. Whenever the affected creature chooses another creature as a target, it must choose the target at random from among the creatures it can see within a range of attack, spell, or ability it's using,
Yeah, so it's just a randomized attack.
but only around what it's standing in.
Yeah.
So at the moment, because the Ice Devil ran away,
Yeah.
it's gonna attack either Win or Kieran. I got it. 17 plus something.
Okay, it makes it safe, so it'll take half.
17 minus 1, actually. It's 16. Still
Still
makes
safe.
it. It's still good against the troll.
22 fire, so 11.
11 points of fire damage. 91. Sorry.
And
Wasn't
then
supposed to tell you how much health he has.
The troll then also gets to roll to see if it succeeds.
Oh, because it got damaged.
but
right.
I'm assuming it's pretty not smart.
That's a 19. Minus 2, 17.
Oh, god damn it.
It gets its free will
see-
back.
Your moves like this really come clutch sometimes, though. So I think
Yeah, no, I know. It's like sometimes they're, and that's why it's always a gamble to do them, because sometimes they're great and then other times
yeah, they can be really clutch. Like that frickin' Dragon's Bane, which I just edited that episode and went.
That's why I want to be
Synaptic static on that one.
Synaptic static, yeah.
Super, super awesome, yeah. Alright, so the Ice Troll is gonna run right past Cold Wind and just wail on Kieran then because it snaps back. $20 on the bite.
Yeah, it hits me.
Way less than that. Fucking 9. And way less than that too. So only the bite hits you. Which is 8 points of piercing damage and 6 points of cold damage as it just sort of freezes the wound around you as it bites down into like your shoulder.
Ouch.
Top of the round, it is Wind's go.
Okay. You guys, are you good, or can I go after the Ice Devil?
Oh,
guys
did you
okay?
lose? You lost your temporary hit points though, right? Because you got
did.
hit. So
Yeah.
actually, your movement speed is down to 20. Sorry,
So you can't
I
chase.
misread the bestow
Darn
tail
it.
thing. So while you have the temporary
Alright.
hit points, you have the increased movement speed, but it immediately
And
went
I
away.
can't take a bonus action,
Yeah,
right?
you can only
That's
choose
right.
an action or a bonus.
Fuck.
And
Or
this,
you
and
can't
this
take an
devil,
action, just
if
a
I'm
bonus.
mistaken, this devil's just booking it, right? So it's going to be doing.
No, just backed away for dissonant whispers.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like under fear.
Oh.
Like it's just.
And
gonna run.
Kieran, make a concentration check for me. I'm really bad at concentration, remembering.
I could have taken my potion of
For that, is it
resistance,
just
God
a
damn it.
d20?
It's a d20 plus your constitution save.
I'll know that next time.
17.
17, you're
I'm
good.
good. Okay. I never do concentrating spells.
It's either you have to get a 10 or above, or half the damage that you just took.
Oh. See.
Yeah.
No, I don't have any health potions.
Are you in
How do
trouble?
you not have any health potions?
I have the ointment stuff,
Yeah, I
but
do have that one.
I thought you had health potions.
I've got the ointment and I've got the cold resistance potion. And a potion of stone
Have
giant
you
strength.
done your
We let
second
this
wind yet?
happen.
Yeah, I've got my action surge, so I'll use an action, get some of the ointment, which is 2d8.
Okay. You rub ointment on your body very quickly.
On my face.
Heal!
Oh my god.
Oh boy!
You wanted to head over near your healer,
Yeah.
who doesn't want to leave where he is because of attacks of opportunity.
Get back 17 health. Hooray, hooray.
Cool.
And then I'll use my action surge, run over here, and make my attacks.
Okay. You only have 3,
I've only got 3, yeah.
because you don't have a bonus
Just with
action.
Dark Heart, okay. Okay. $16?
Misses. Clangs off of his carapace.
Okay. Natural 20.
Hits.
Nice.
And... Ooh, okay. 14?
14 misses.
Okay.
So 1 hit.
Woo! Alright. For a total of 21 damage.
21 as you slash through.
Yeah.
It's definitely looking wounded.
Good.
And like chittering at you with its weird bug eyes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright, it is the Ice Devil's go. And it's gonna just fuck Win up.
Go ahead, make
'Cause you're
my
there.
day.
Oh man, 23
Is it
Yep.
baned? It's still
minus
baned?
4 minus 2, 21.
Yep.
That's terrible. Second spear misses you though, luckily. And the
Okay.
tail. 16 minus 4, 12. So only one spear this time.
Yay!
8 points of piercing damage. And 13 points of cold damage.
14?
13.
13, okay. Okay. Still up.
Run back to Kieran.
I will in a minute.
And it's going to... No, it'll wait. Nala.
Alright. How hurt do these trolls seem to look? Like,
The one in front of you, pretty badly.
yeah. Ice troll's just kind of hurting a little bit.
The one in the back, meh.
Alright, well, I will, what was that sorcery point? I'll tap 1 sorcery point. It's actually my last one that I got. To do a twin firebolt against both of the trolls. The first one's going to be at disadvantage.
Alright.
So I'll roll that one first. That's not bad for disadvantage.
Roll them both first.
No, I rolled them both. So that's a 15 for the disadvantage.
Just misses.
Ah.
And for the Ice Troll 2, that's also a 15.
Misses, sorry.
Oof. Then for my bonus, I will tap a 3rd level spell slot and bring 5 points back into myself.
Okay. You feel that sorcery-ness well up inside of you. I'm not great at descriptions today.
Yeah, that's fine. And I'll hold my movement. I'll stay where I'm at.
Alright, just staring down this troll
Yeah,
right in front of your face. Lilia.
I'm close to a cleric.
We're gonna do part of the if it ain't broke, don't fix it thing. I'm gonna target Ice Troll. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do Ice Troll 2 again with Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
So Wisdom save.
12.
They do not make it. All right. Not bad. So that's 20 points of damage, and they have to run as far away from me as they can. People by them get opportunity attacks if they so choose.
Well, why wouldn't you?
Goes slightly off the map. And Kieran, yeah, you can hit him with something.
Like a cantrip?
Nope.
No.
Not unless you
Butt
have
of your
Warcaster.
gun.
Yeah, you can use the butt of your gun as a sort of off melee weapon attack
Sure.
if you want. Notice that does get rid of your reaction.
Okay. I've never used a reaction, so.
Yes, you have. You use it all the time to cancel d20s.
Oh, that is your D20.
Or 20s.
Oh. Yeah, I'll do it. Sure.
Okay. You swing out, make an unarmed strike against
A
him
dirty 20.
with a +4.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
I rolled a 16.
You hit him. You do 1 whole damage to this troll.
Did it! Guys, I hit him.
Hands up.
Guys, I hit him.
Shara's like,
Yeah. You just pistol whipped this guy, but it's not really that much.
Yeah, but I did it.
Anything else, Lilia?
Nope.
It's Sorna's go, and she's like, "Fuck."
They're all away from me now.
Can't see through that.
What?
Sora can't go
Well, instead,
through the wall.
instead, what she's gonna do is curiously walk south.
Oh, bye!
That makes sense.
She's peacing out.
Bye, Sorna.
It's Nala's fault.
See,
I'm gonna
Nala
be really
didn't see
sad
where
if
she
she
landed.
dies.
If she knew, she would
God.
stop the fire. But she didn't know.
We didn't stop the fire.
Bye, Sorna.
Nala started the fire.
All right. It's Ice Troll 1's go. Did Ice Troll 1 in the past turn get hit by fire? I don't think so.
Ice Troll
don't
1?
think
No. Yeah, because I
Not in the past
missed
one.
both of them, and I don't think they've
Yep.
gotten hit.
All right. So you see some of its wounds heal, but it's still pretty hurt. It's going to attack Kieran
Great.
because you're holding Bane on its head. Bite. 20 minus 3 saved you, so 17 misses. 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 So it tries to just like bite at you, and you just dodge off, or actually it clangs off your new armor and swipes at you with the two claws, and you're just like, no.
Beach.
Kieran, it's your go.
Okay. I'm so sorry. I am. I'm gonna take a chance, and I'm gonna walk away from this guy. Birds have fun, honey. I'm still free.
Okay, it's gonna try and
Do the thing.
swipe at you with its claw.
Okay.
Do a boner
misses terribly.
acapella cover.
Well done.
And I'm gonna use Cure Wound.
Oh shit! Sorry, top of your turn and top of Nala's turn, because you're within
right.
the speed of the things. So top of Nala's turn, 5, 6, 9 points of damage, Nala.
Reduced because of the mask.
Yep,
Is that 4 or 5?
round down, so 4 and 6. 13 points of cold to you, Kieran.
Okay. Okay. I
Tree shadows.
am going to use Cure Wounds on Wen.
Sure.
So Wen,
Thank you.
you can have 25 health points back.
Awesome.
And then
You heal up.
for my bonus action, I'm going to use a healing spell.
But you just cast a spell.
I mean, a healing potion.
Oh. All right.
Yes. But I
One
am
that Char made you?
finding mine. Okay. Just a regular one, so 2d4.
All right. Plus 2. So you down that as you cast the spell through your gun on Win.
Hey, my.
Shar.
Okay, rinse and repeat. So. Oh wow. 27 on stealth check.
Yep.
Okay.
Who are you aiming at?
Sorry, wait, hang on, my thing zoomed out. Shit. There we go. Can I hit the ice devil from where I'm at?
If you move out slightly, if you had
to a
moved
different
slightly
part of the
forward
tree, like here?
to like there,
Okay.
yeah,
Another part of the prickly
Yeah,
pines.
okay.
I'd say sure. I'd say he's half covered.
Half cover for him?
Yeah, because of your friends.
Okay, what about Ice Troll 2?
Easily hit.
He's leaving?
You could easily.
No, he just ran away
easily.
because of just easily
okay.
hit.
Ugh.
Oh, Ice Troll 1.
What? No. He's like about to die though, and I can hit people really hard. So I think, yeah, I'll go for Ice Troll 2, I guess.
Okay, make an attack roll with advantage.
17.
Yeah,
Thank
hits.
God. I'm not rolling great with these attack rolls. 28.
28.
Ice Troll 2.
Nice. All right. So it's as it's turning around to come back.
I have this vision a lot of just like the entire Bone Era fighting like Avengers style, except Char's not there. There's just like arrows coming in and like just from random places.
Char is our Hawkeye.
Yeah, just no, yeah, I guess. She doesn't get to be in the
accurate.
pose. She's up on the roof.
Ice Troll 2.
Ah!
Gonna come attack Kieran. It is not baned. 13 misses. Ooh, that might hit. 22 with the claw. The first bite misses, with the claw hits. And the second claw misses, so only one claw hits you. That is 9 points of slashing damage plus 9 points of cold damage. And please make a Constitution saving throw.
It's a 9.
Oh no.
Alright, you have disadvantage on attack rolls until your next turn. Until the end of your next turn. It's not that bad for you.
Okay. I'm gonna write that down.
That's it, go. Top of the round, win.
Yay! Okay.
Did you roll another con save? Because I forgot
Okay.
to have you do that last turn.
Okay. Okay. Dirty 20.
Okay, you have your actions and stuff back, but you
Oh,
also
phew.
are within 10 feet of that troll. So you take 11 points cold damage.
Okay. That's alright. I will now that I can use bonus actions again, I'll get some second wind going.
Okay, use your bonus action to regain some health. Wish my hair grew faster.
Okay.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Alright, so that's 19 that I get back.
Nice roll. Good. Alright, what you doing with your actions and stuff?
Well, now that I've just used the offhand, I'll just go ahead and make the dark art attacks. Cool. On the Ice Devil.
Okay.
Okay. 16?
Misses. Two
Oh,
misses.
Well, no, I hit the previous one, didn't I?
Not
oh,
the
no,
last
no,
hit.
I didn't. Ah! Okay. Natural 1.
Oh my.
God
Oh,
damn
no.
it.
What was that?
Is Win gonna die again?
3 misses. Maybe
might
get
die
knocked out.
again.
Wait, no,
Please
Win just
don't.
got cure wounded. So
Yeah, I'm okay for right
Say,
now.
if we're talking about people that are currently a red flag situation,
yeah, Kieran used a potion. That never happened.
I also didn't have full health when I went into this.
So as you miss that third time, you hear, "How dare you!" And this just your brain suddenly just hurts this massive fire in your head, and you take 25 points of psychic damage.
Ow!
Yikes!
Ow!
I guess it's been a while since you.
It's a migraine
Yeah,
day.
Kelran is not happy about that.
Ugh.
What health are you at?
Okay. I'm not doing great.
Lucky.
But yeah, I've got one more, I think.
One hit point?
Attack.
Yeah, one more attack. Natural 20.
There it is. So you take that pain and you just run with it.
Oh my god.
Migraines suck.
That's you telling your sword, no one's more pissed at me than me.
Yep. Okay. All right.
An amount of damage.
21.
That's with the doubling?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I rolled like
Not as
threes.
climactic as I was hoping for. No,
I
it's
know,
all right.
I know.
But you do get that good hit on underneath its carapace, and that's pretty hurt. It is the Ice Devil's go. It is going to skedaddle.
What?
It's going to go there and cast and create a wall of ice. It's a wall of ice that has been created. It just like goes and creates this thing. You do get an attack of opportunity if you want to win as it runs away.
Yes. All right. That's a lot. 27.
27 hits.
Yay. For 22 damage.
22. All right. So it tries to skedaddle. It slashes. You slash at it, and it creates a 10-foot tall wall of ice that's like a foot thick, just in front of you, blocking
Rude.
you from it. It's also 60 feet long, so it goes pretty far up there. It is Nala's go.
Alright. Nala will... Seeing the troll behind the other troll in front of her, she's gonna charge herself up and release a lightning bolt.
All right.
4th level out of her maw towards both of the trolls and into the wall of ice behind it.
Okay, one moment. Just because we have these and I paid for them. How long is that?
100 feet.
100 feet. I don't have a 100-foot one. That's right.
What is this? What?
Ooh! Wow.
All right, so that's the electricity going out of Nala's mouth.
Damn.
Oh my god.
Okay,
They both have to make dex saves.
dex saves.
Poor Kieran.
Kieran's fine.
Kieran's not in it. It's just
Okay.
Just
dex saves on the trolls. Real bad on both of them.
Okay.
15 and 7 minus 1
oh, gotcha.
plus the bane,
Alright.
and yeah, depending on the damage.
Oh, that's not actually great. 24 points of lightning damage against the trolls, and if the ice wall takes the damage, it also takes that damage.
It does take the damage, but is still up. But the trolls are looking basically on last legs.
And if the troll in front of me is still up, I will tap 2 points and do a shocking grasp.
Nice.
Okay, make your attack roll.
It's a tough troll. Oh, nice. 23.
Oh, I forgot the cold aura for him.
Oh, yes.
You also
can do
take
that.
9 points of cold damage minus, so 4 points.
4 points.
And it does hit.
Let me do my concentration check. That's a 14 on the concentration check.
Yeah, you're good.
And for the lightning damage, 12 points of lightning.
And it falls over.
Oh, there we go.
Hey!
Thank god.
Man, that troll really worked for a while.
All right. Anything else?
And I guess that'll be. I'll do a full 30-foot movement forward towards the gang, so I'll get right to the path.
Okay.
Cool.
Head over the troll's body and walk over to the path. It's Lilia's go.
Okay, again, I'm totally working with this if it ain't broke, don't fix it thing. Also, because I have so many different spell slots for Dissonant Whispers. So I'm going to use it on the troll.
The far back troll next to
That
Kieran?
one.
Sure.
Except I'm going to move up. Okay, Toast, I really need you to not do that right now. I'm going to move up more this way towards where the dead troll is. Hopefully putting the other ice troll in the trajectory of the wall is what I'm aiming for.
Okay. So that's a something save that it fails miserably, no matter what it
Excellent.
is. It rolled a 2.
Oh, lovely. Love that. All right. So we're gonna. And how is this troll looking?
They're both pretty hurt.
Pretty hurt? Okay. I'll just
They
do
were both.
second level then. Stop that. Alright, so that's only 11 points of damage, but they still have to run away pretty far from me. Or as far from away from me as they can.
And it runs into a wall and can't move further. Because it's a wall.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a damaged wall.
This is a damaged wall, but he can't attack or anything. Sorna's go. Sorna's gonna come back and point up and say to Shar, you hear a message in your head. I think I see the pillar. It's pretty far down there, though. That's what you hear.
Awesome. Like the way she was facing, as in down this path.
Yeah, south, yeah.
Like, excellent.
That's all she's
We'll
gonna do, though, because she can't
be
see
there
shit.
shortly.
Ice Troll 1 gets back up.
What?
Oh.
Rude.
And it's just gonna wail on Lilia, who isn't here.
Oh my god. How come it's not dead?
It regenerated.
It regenerated. It does, I think it's still baned, though, so.
Yeah, I think it's still bane. Okay.
So, Lilia, the troll got back up and is attacking you.
Oh, that's fun. Okay, give me a second.
Because it regenerated.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can
It's
do
troll.
that?
It can do that. For
Well, that sucks. Alright.
Trolls, man.
20 even with the bane for the bite.
Fine. Toast. I'm begging ya. Ah.
14 for the first claw misses.
Does not hit.
And the second one misses as well. So the
Okay.
bite hits you, which is 7 points of piercing and 11 points of cold damage from the bite.
Okay.
It is Kieran's go.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
Because I currently
Cast
have
Cure Wounds on yourself.
less than 10 hit points.
Okay.
I'm deciding at what level I want to do this. I'm doing it at 5th level.
Okay.
Okay, I got 34 points.
34, nice.
That's all I'm doing on my turn.
Okay. Shar, it's
I'm
your
keeping
go.
myself
Okay.
alive.
You would have
Keep
noticed
yourself
that fire
alive.
damage prevented it from regenerating, just so you know.
Oh, interesting. Wait, it
Because
prevented.
it didn't regenerate
Wait, sorry. What prevented which one from regenerating?
The troll.
any of the trolls. The troll ran through the firewall.
Uh-huh.
It was still burning on its turn and didn't regenerate, but when it didn't get dealt any damage, you would have been able to see, especially with your perception, it didn't heal again.
Okay, great. So then, how would I try to hit Ice Troll 1 with a fire arrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
That. Okay. Gonna do my hiding thing that I do.
Cool.
That was cocked. 27.
Yeah, there's no way. It's wisdom's -1.
Huzzah. 24.
Yeah, this time, so as you fire this arrow that's like got that magical fire
Yeah.
in it, it had just gotten up and like bit into Lilia, and then from the side just right into its temple, and this burst of flame sort of spreads all over its body as it does actually fall to the
Oh,
ground.
I don't even have to roll for
Yeah,
it.
you deal
Okay.
so much damage.
You dealt enough
Okay.
damage with the fire
Okay.
arrow that does extra fire
Right.
damage. It's fine.
Nice.
Just mark that off. On your
Now
yeah.
stay
Now I
down.
need another one.
Is it like really truly dead now?
It seems to be still smoldering. You're like watching it, but it seems to
See,
be.
that's what I'm
Most
talking about. No one
sincerely
sees me. Just the arrows.
Ice Troll 2 go is gonna hit Win.
Oh,
Okay.
I should have hit that one. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm alright.
Misses, that's an 11. That's worse. That's a 20.
That'll hit.
Just dirty 20. 5, 6, 7, 10 slashing damage. And 7 cold damage and make a Constitution save.
All right. 18.
18 makes it, yeah. So you feel this cold go into you from the claw, but you sort of shrug it off. You've dealt enough with cold today.
Please. Should have taken that fucking potion. I forgot I had it.
Top of the round, it is Wynn's go. You are within the coldness of the troll.
Okay.
So that's 11 points of cold damage.
Oh boy.
Cold aura.
I'm in the single digits.
Well, lucky for you, you're still standing next to me, so.
Yeah.
Unlucky, it's about 12 in the afternoon.
No.
It's noon.
How is the wall looking?
There is one section of it, about there,
Okay.
that is pretty fucked up. So the top square
Okay.
is pretty fucked up.
Then I'll just make my attacks against the troll.
Okay? It's looking on last legs, this troll.
Okay, so I'll make one attack and see how that works. Alright,
Okay.
natural 20!
Yeah, I don't think it's possible for you not to get it down to 0 hit points.
Okay.
But it is a troll, so currently it's like that, and it falls over.
Yay.
And you watch as its skin begins to start patching itself together.
Okay. Well, since that was just one attack. No.
Notably,
go-
because it's not dead yet, it is still giving off the aura.
Okay.
would've been
So
helpful
I'll do
information
the
about the last
offhand
one.
and just like stab it. If that will work. I don't know if that'll work.
You stab it again. You've stabbed it again.
Okay.
It seems to be healing itself still.
Crap.
There's no negative hit points in 5e, so it doesn't really do anything.
I'm looking at mine.
Notably-
my only fire is like overkill.
Notably, you have a lot of allies, so
I sure
and
do.
it doesn't have its turn for a while. Kitty ear.
That's on here.
But I'm kind of fucked up here.
All right, are you gonna
Do
move?
you have your second one?
Yeah.
Can you still do that?
No, I
Already
used
used that.
that. I used that. So yeah, I'll come back here.
Okay, you walk back towards the path.
Limp.
It is Ice Devil's go. It just fucks off. It's off the map now.
Ugh.
It's Nala's go.
I'm going to move 20 feet.
Yep, there.
That direction. So I'm going to end here. And I'm going to do a straight line Tiamat breath on the ice troll, also hitting the
Okay.
wall behind.
Nice.
You do so. You can't miss. So you do that, and you blast through the hole in the wall as well. And the ice troll is dead.
And that's my turn.
And in the distance, you can see an ice devil sprinting away.
Oh, bitch.
How far away is in the
Man.
distance?
Technically, well, he was here, which is from you.
Uh-huh.
– 165 feet.
Bet. Okay.
Well, that's my turn.
But it is Lilia's go if you want to continue combat.
I'm just worried it's gonna bring some of its friends over. No, that's fine.
We're gonna let it go.
I mean, like, I'm trying to look at, like, the things that I have to do, and I don't want to... It's noon. It's, like, noon 30.
That's a good point.
And I really don't want to use my 1/6 spell slot.
Yeah, I don't think we were expecting to get hit this hard.
If
we
we're-
should
Yeah.
fall back.
If we're leaving,
Yeah.
we're
Are we going to the?
We're not leaving. We should just go.
Well,
to
no,
the
I meant, are we leaving combat?
Oh,
Up to you
Yeah, I
guys,
think
because
so
it's
for the
basically
moment.
all your turns
'Cause
now.
then if-
So are you all
Unless
deciding
someone
to do
has
that?
something that can reach 150 to 2, like...
It deals fire damage, and that doesn't do anything against the devil. So
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing I got that can get him reaching, other than like. No, there's nothing I can really do.
Yeah, I mean, anything I would do would be a disadvantage. Like, I could shoot him with a crossbow, but...
And how hurt
That
was that devil? Like it wasn't. He was wounded.
I mean, pretty hurt, especially with Wynn's last move, but it's not
I tried.
on death's door.
Yeah,
They have
so
a bunch of health.
me doing a crossbow hit would hardly do anything.
So it seems like the consensus is you are.
I'm gonna cast heal
stopping.
We're good.
on Max. Well, on Win.
Thank you.
70 points for you.
Note that you have a day left and you have short rests to your ability. Just to let you know. Well,
Is heal an area effect, or you can only?
I
do
figured
it?
we would head to.
it's just one and it's a high level spell.
Yeah.
You said 70?
It's 70 health.
Nice. Thank you.
And as the firewall fades, Sorna sort of comes up and goes, "Oh, good. Sorry, I thought I was doing something clever and then I wasn't.
That's okay.
But I see the pillar. You can see it from down here. Head over there, right?
All right.
Yeah, let's go.
Sure, why
So
not?
you gather together, and you head south through the ravine, and it takes you another half hour ish to get through the whole ravine, and you end up at this new pillar. And this pillar, as was told to you, just a similar massive pillar, but this one has a bunch of gaps in it and whatnot. And inside you can see pieces of parchment just stuck in it all the way up. It's like 100-foot height. These little pieces of parchment. And as you walk up to it to begin inspecting, we will end our session there for this evening.
During the half hour, just because for next time, Nala would have burned a 3rd level spell slot and brought 5 sorcery points back just in that downtime.
Okay.
Just 'cause I wanted that.
Oof.
It is...
Whew,
As
that
much
was
as I enjoy being a bard, not being able to bring back spell slots fucking sucks.
it's only sorcerers who can do that.
Yeah, it's only sorcerers.
it's only
that can do it.
sorcerers.
It's
Oh, no other
And
magic
wizards on a
users
short
can,
rest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
and so like
wizards have
bards
short
just
rest.
can't bring back anything over short rests either.
You
I don't know
got
if
all your
clerics
bardic,
can.
bardic
Just health.
inspiration back. And no clerics can't either.
Just
Yeah.
health.
Woof.
But yeah, so
That was a
you have
crazy
found
forest.
the forest,
yeah.
frozen forest, or this weird version of it. And we will come back to this next
This is what
time.
happens when Cameron
bye-bye.
gets this much time to think about things.
Bad things. Bad things happen. And I
things
still
happen.
haven't gotten to touch base with Ernesto to actually have him wait for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad things that are very
feels
intricate and detailed
terrible.
and interesting, but bad things.
Anyway, thanks you all for listening, and ta-ta.
Yay!
Bye.